Roger's trying out the simple control or smart controls. Sorry.
Smart style.
Smart style. There we go.
Now we are on arcade style. Whoa.
Yeah, like circles like a whole combo in that.
Oh, come on. Oh. Nice. Simple controls for people like me. Japan time starts right now.
What is going on, everybody? Rogers Base here, and welcome to the Steroid Time podcast for November 25th, 2024. Today's show is all about learning how to find the best performance-enhancing drugs for your esports business. I am joined by the man who knows everything about it. We got Shofu. What's up, Shofu? Welcome.
I don't know. There must be another Shofu here. He's not talking about me.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's Shofu. Or it's Viram. Maybe it's Viram who I was playing against in Fatal Fury in this little opening clip. What's up, Viram? All right, it's not Viram. Maybe it's McDarren. What's up, McDarren?
No, absolutely not.
You on the PEDs, McDarren?
No, I am not.
Oh,
How about Coast? How's Coast doing with the steroids this week?
You know what? I'm going to hold back because I don't want anything to get demonetized, banned, anything like that.
It's already too late.
Watch your back.
What are you going to say, bro?
I held back.
He was going to say something racist.
No.
Why are you going to be racist against me? What do you have against Italians?
I'm not going to.
Why don't you like Italians, Coast? Tell me why you don't like Italians.
I thought when Italians heavy, they'd be like, I'm walking it.
Hey, I'm walking it.
I'll play school.
Speaking of Italians, we got Zeph. What's going on?
I'm
Zeph?
not Italian. I'm not.
If you play Mario 64, you're technically Italian.
All right.
What?
Are you Italian, Wisdomil?
Forget about it.
Wisdomil's not Italian. Tito, are you any Italian at all?
This show sucks.
You're not Italian?
He said he watched Sopranos one time, so I think so.
That's fair. Do you take steroids?
No, but I got the juice. You feel me?
All right, so you're juiced up. That's good. Well, we got the juice too. We got lots of stuff to talk about this week. And when we say the juice, we're not talking about O.J. Simpson. We're talking about lots of good stories. We got the Game Awards nominations. We've got the new Sonic 3 trailer. We got a What You've Been Watching segment. We got Arcane. We got Wicked. We got What You've Been Playing. We got Dragon Quest, TCG Pocket. We got the Sony acquisition. We got Switch rumors. We even have a special little ending from Tito. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Where do you guys want to start? I'm going to leave it up to you. Should we get Sonic out of the way?
My intro. What the? What in the?
Your intro.
Okay.
The whole reason. Wait, the whole reason.
And he was talking about how he wasn't
I
juiced
skipped
up.
you is because the whole thing was about drugs, and of course I know you're on drugs. You're Ricky Cocaine, so I forgot to talk about you. None of the rest of us are on drugs.
No, honestly though, like Shofu really.
You
does
just sounded like
Shofu takes trend.
Nah, you know
I don't
those
even know what
doves
that
at
is.
weddings
What
that
is
people
trend?
throw up? You sound like one of the
real.
ones that just hit the ground.
Could you explain to me what that drug is, Ricky?
Oh
what are you talking about? What drug is that?
You shoot it up your ass. You shoot it up your ass. Shofu knows.
That can't be real.
It's
That can't
not
be
up your
real.
ass, bro. It's in your ass cheek.
Wait, you literally shoot
No,
it in your
that's
butt?
typically the
Up
same
your
thing.
ass is crazy.
Yeah. I don't know any other way to say it, but
What's it
that's how
for?
you take it. Shofu knows all about it.
No,
to
I
make
don't.
you stronger and tall.
To
Like,
make you bigger.
7 feet tall or something.
I don't know.
like
That
nothing about
it
That's
that.
usually
fucks with
side
you,
effects.
and it changes like your bone density, and you look like a freak.
Oh.
Wait, so Ricky got a BBL?
Gives you titties if you like
What?
titties too. If you, yeah.
Are we ignoring what Adam just said?
I was just
What do you
ignoring
say?
it. Yeah, to be fair.
He said that you got a BBL. Hello?
He's not answering it.
He's
He's
not
just
denying
laughing.
it, which I think is kind of bizarre. That you're not denying that.
What? Who?
What do you mean? What?
Who?
You just heard exactly what Coast said. You got a BBL and you ignored it.
He
You-
was.
you
He
got it,
wasn't
Brazilian
talking about
Butler?
me.
You sure said Ricky.
I said Ricky,
Is there another
bro.
Ricky here?
Hold on. Okay.
Anyways,
I can prove it. I can get on camera and show you what I got. If you want.
I'd rather not.
Hello?
All right, we're
Hold
moving
on a
on.
sec.
We're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Hold on.
I'm
But
gonna
hold on, let me-
make. No.
Damn.
No.
Okay.
Don't put your camera on. All right.
Okay.
Let's not do
All right.
that
Next
today.
time. Next time.
All right,
Okay. End
Wait,
of the
wait.
show. End it.
I got
What's
a
that
question.
for
I
the
got a
next
question. I got a
episode?
question, right? Ricky, do you even own a camera? Hello?
He left. He got out of here immediately. He said, "I don't have a camera. I'm out of here." But you know what? Let's start, since McDareth just started talking, let's start with Sonic. Let's start talking about this Sonic trailer. Plus, Viram's still here too. Viram is a fellow Sonic fan, and I know Viram's not feeling super well, so I figured we can get this out of the way, so in case Viram wants to go to sleep, he can go to sleep. So let's talk a little bit about this new trailer that just dropped today for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I'm actually shocked Fidel is not here to talk about this. We're
You're
doing
shocked
a
he's
Sonic-
not here. I'm
I'm
not.
shocked.
I'm
Yeah,
ecstatic.
I'm
For a
overjoyed.
Sonic trailer?
Over the
He
moon.
should be here, but you know. Anyway, so the trailer dropped. It's very good. We finally got to hear a lot more of Keanu Reeves talking. To hear him actually his portrayal of Shadow is pretty good. I will say at the start they do a Detective Pikachu gag, and I was expecting that in this movie.
Like it makes fun of Detective Pikachu?
So a little girl, they're in Japan in Chow Garden. A little girl comes up to Tails and like, "Are you Detective Pikachu?" And then Knuckles laughs and says, "He does look like a Pokemon, Pika Pika." And they did the whole thing, and I was like, "Oh, that's they actually just did that."
That's interesting.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing just because Big Dad's mic just sounds like he's
Yeah,
fucking.
it's not
Also, yeah, you
He's
sound
got
you
to
sound like
lower it or something. Like I can't really.
you sound like you're starting to rapture soon.
It sounds like you're trying to imitate Ricky at this point.
It's your gain, I
I can't
think.
believe you.
Anyway,
I mean, no,
my
my
code
game
is
hasn't moved up at all.
8314.
I mean, I'll lower it. I haven't changed. Like literally, I've changed nothing. That's why this is bothering me. Nothing has changed.
Oh,
I
I think you're good now.
Yeah, you sound a lot better.
I unplugged it and plugged it back in. So maybe my mixer
we
just
go.
going out. And
Yeah, this is
got a new mixer.
this is good. Whatever you're doing right now is good.
All right.
Okay.
Do I need to repeat that, or I was like,
No,
No,
you're
you're
good.
good. It's just
You're good.
it was
Keep
just
going.
funny.
all right. So they do that, and from there they do more of Jim Carrey as both Eggman. Like I said, your Keanu Reeves talk more as Shadow. There's like you can see in the picture they actually did so Shadow's on his bike and he kicks a gun on the ground, flips up, he grabs it, and like even for me, and like I don't really care that Shadow doesn't really use guns anymore, but that even got me excited because I just didn't expect him to do that at all.
Oh, he uses a gun.
Yeah, it's like if you look at today's thumbnail, you even see him holding it. So he actually does pick up a gun. How much he used it, I don't know. But.
Y'all
I
thought
was-
Keanu Reeves would be voicing Shadow and they would not give him a gun when he's
Yeah,
literally
that's why I
gunman?
was like surprised about the
it's more
reaction.
Well, no, I think it's more about how Sega has been portraying Shadow lately, more than who's voicing him.
What I'm
is
saying
why
is
I'm
he
surprised
would-
about that.
I think he would only take it if he was allowed to hold a gun. That's what I'm saying.
But also Sega. But another thing is Sega, I think, treats Shadow the Hedgehog as one of its black sheep, and it doesn't like acknowledging its existence by giving Shadow a
the
gun.
reason I'm kind of more shocked by that is the fact that they literally took the gun out for Shadow Generations and gave him like that whole Doom Power thing.
Yeah, he is Chaos Spear.
I would have rathered a gun instead of Chaos Spear. to be
Right.
honest.
Right. So I think it
Well,
is
they
kind of
barely
odd that they're
refer
acknowledging
to
it the
Shadow
way
the
that they are.
Hedgehog in Shadow Generations anyway. There's no Shadow the Hedgehog level. There's barely any reference to it.
Yeah,
outside of
I'm pretty
Doom
sure it's
itself.
like a Sonic 06 situation almost. They don't like that game.
At least with 06, it actively retcons itself.
Yeah,
Shadow
out of
is like
everything.
it's a bit of a weird
But yeah,
enigma.
06 they all forget stuff.
Oh, not even that. Like the whole
No, it just
ending
doesn't
of-
happen.
yeah, the whole ending of 06 is that you go back in time and erase Iblis, so it never happened.
So it just didn't exist.
Yeah,
That
that's
whole game
like
had no reason.
Yeah.
that's like that one fight. That's why that person is saying, "I just want to exist," because like he literally doesn't. He's been wiped out of history.
That one, oh, and Mephiles
Yes, Roger.
in
Yes.
Shadow Generations.
Yes. Yes.
It's
I just
been
wanted
long
to
enough
clarify
now,
what you were
it's
talking
not-
about. I feel like
Yeah,
that's
you
fine.
want to clarify who's in the credits too? You want to do that?
Yeah, it's Amy. Amy's in the credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be Zappic.
Savage.
But hold on,
Dude
let
from
me
Lost
let
World?
me
Oh,
let me get a
please.
better understanding here.
Mhm.
Am I? Because I was confused as to why people were so like overreactive on Twitter when they saw Shadow with a gun. Because I assume Shadow's been having that gun for.
No.
Shadow
No,
has
no,
not.
after-
He has
after
not used
Shadow.
the gun.
Very,
No,
very
after
long time.
after like
Yeah.
Sonic 06, I think. I think in 06 he
No
does
more
it,
guns.
and then since then he has not had a gun.
Right, right.
I don't even think in 06. He uses the bikes in 06, but not the guns.
I think this is a big deal because it's like it almost sheds. You know how like Sega used to have those mandates or whatever.
Mhm.
Maybe Shadow had no guns on one of his sheets, and now they can do it again.
Yeah, probably for the movie they're willing to bend the rules a bit.
I'm also surprised it's coming out from the movie and not like the main games. The movies where I would think they would never give him a gun.
I just think
That'd be
they. I thought they
interesting, 'cause
wouldn't
isn't
because
there-
of PG-13 or like
Isn't there like a
PG.
movie? There's
Well, I
movie
think it's,
DLC for
like-
Shadow Generations, right?
Yes.
So is he
He
going to
can
have
have
a
the
gun in
gun.
the DLC? That'd be kind of interesting.
Actually,
that
don't
could be
know.
his like quote unquote Doom power. That'd be kind of cool.
They
but
could
like
do
also
that.
he could have the gun and just like shoot an alien once and then never use the gun.
Well, the other thing about the gun is that it's not a very realistic looking firearm. It's
Yeah,
like a
No, that's a space
Yeah, it looks
colony
like a-
arc gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So that's why it kind of works within the context of a PG-13 movie.
Yeah.
I mean, even
I
if
get-
even if that wasn't the case, though, there's plenty of PG-13 movies with guns in them, like regular, real-looking guns.
I think there's
Yep.
PG-13 war movies, so
Yeah, like
I was
brandishing
like, Oppenheimer
brandishing a
exists.
gun isn't as bad as some things that have happened in PG-13 movies.
yeah. Well, even in like Disney movies, like I said in one of the other episodes, one of
Clayton,
the brutal deaths is Tarzan in all
Yeah.
the movies. That shit is insane.
You know what? This is so weird that you brought this up, but since you did, I'm going to bring it up too. Is you just mentioned Tarzan? I found this out today via just this weird like trivia thing. The dude who voices Clayton in that movie, you know, like the bad guy in Tarzan.
Yeah.
Apparently, he was in a recording session for that movie, and the guy who voiced Tarzan in that movie was trying to do like the whatever, like the Tarzan thing,
Yeah.
and he couldn't do it, and it sounded like shit. And the Disney people were like, "I'm sorry, you need to like figure out how to do the Tarzan call because you're not very good at it." And I guess the guy who voices Clayton, who was in for a recording session, was like, "I could do it," and he did it flawlessly. And so they hired Clayton to voice the Tarzan calls in that movie. So when you're hearing Tarzan do the call, it's not the voice actor for Tarzan, it's actually the voice actor for Clayton.
That's funny. That's
Isn't
kinda
that
cool,
weird?
Actually,
Yeah. Literally just found that out today. So it was very strange you brought that up. Anyway, sorry. Going back to the Sonic movie.
No,
I'm
that's
sorry
fine.
for that.
That's a cool little tidbit. I never knew that. But something cool that they also did is they do basically shot for shot the scene of from the start of Shadow the Hedgehog, where Sonic's trying to stand up and he falls down and Shadow's behind him. They remake that scene. So like, there's just like a lot of love. They show off Maria more. Actually,
Do you
she
think
wasn't in
they're
the
gonna
other trailers.
reference? Well, I think it's obvious. Actually, they're gonna do him and Sonic start running at the end to fight. Like on the.
So
I have a whole theory on what happens in the end for that. but
They
I'll
have
bring that up later.
that's something else they showed. They had the space colony. So I don't know if they're gonna call it space colony arc. 'Cause it doesn't really look like it, but they probably might call it that still. But it blows off half the moon. They show that, and they have Sonic and Shadow fighting on a plane with fire behind them. But they don't have a. I'm not sure if that's like a sea, like they blasted at Earth, or that's like on the moon or something. Because I think it's not that easy to tell by looking at like the
Is this
shots of
movie
it.
supposed to be SA2?
Kind
No,
of.
it's got, like, parts
Pretty
of it.
much. It's
like
taking a lot.
I
SA2
just heard
if
3 different answers.
it's SA2 if they had way more time to write it.
Yeah, because it's gonna follow Shadow's story from Sonic Adventure 2.
It's
But-
all about the like first night Shadows awake.
Yeah,
Sure.
but we don't know if they're gonna have like the Bio Lizard or Final Hazard or any of that stuff. It also has Gerald Robotnik, so a lot of it's SA2, but like you're probably not gonna have Tails and like the Hurricane. Doubts you have Rouge, like Rouge just
I
seeming
think
like
it's like
not gonna happen.
Rouge is definitely not showing up. Yeah.
It's like a
Not here,
no-brainer.
don't
I think that they're gonna do Super Shadow and Sonic at the end though.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Super Shadow and Super Sonic will be in there.
Yeah,
The question is whether or not the Bio Lizard's going to be in there.
Yeah, so
which I don't know.
I think because they made Gerald alive instead of being just like dead and it's his vengeance. I think what they're gonna end up doing is Shadow's gonna realize what Gerald's doing is wrong and team up with Sonic to stop the arc, and then they'll go Super for that.
That's what I'm saying. What's gonna happen is literally
Are they not gonna try to make
like the fucking
Gerald like sympathetic?
I don't think in this one. I mean, they're going to, because Gerald's gonna like there's a shot. There's a shot of I think Gerald and Shadow over Maria.
Yeah, because I know she. Yeah. There's a scene of that.
So I think they'll do that part, but I don't think they're gonna like go for more.
But he was
than
already
that.
crazy before that, wasn't he?
No, that's the thing that turned him. Yeah, it was the death of Maria that turned him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
See,
like
I still honestly thought that
also-
Metal
it's
Sonic was
also
going to be the ending bit, because in that
I still
first
think it
trailer
is.
you see Sonic like hand the quill, and my assumption, because you're not seeing who they're actually fighting in that scene at the very ending with the fire, is that that's actually the fight against Metal Sonic. And when he's like, "It's time to end this," or whatever, what he says, that's probably him before going Super Shadow against Metal Sonic.
I think if both minds of Eggman are there, they're gonna put Metal Sonic in.
That's what I think is the credits. I think the credits send me Metal Sonic.
That's what I think as well. Because
You
Metal
think Metal
Sonic is
Sonic's
such
the
a
credits?
Yeah.
yeah, because you could easily make an entire movie.
All you need to
on
do
Metal
even
Sonic.
is just have his eyes.
It's already been done.
Yeah, the Sonic OVA.
I mean, they've been showing so many shots of the eyes, the close-ups on the eyes. I could see them ending Metal Sonic post-credits eye shot.
That'd be cool.
Definitely.
What I was gonna
just
say
turn
was,
them on.
I think there's a lot of foreshadowing with like the planet blowing up, because they show the moon being blown up, and there's like shots of people looking up in the sky. I think that the Earth is gonna blow up, and only Sonic and Shadow are gonna be on the moon, and Shadow's gonna do some fucking time power thing to reverse time when he realizes he's
chaos
fucked up.
control.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's. I think they're gonna do the thing where they threaten the Earth and it's charging up to hit the Earth, and that's when Shadow and Sonic go Super to stop it.
Hello.
Oh look, we're
So
talking about the
after,
Sonic
like,
movie.
Oh my gosh.
Do you guys think they're not gonna? Because obviously it would be an insane move to have Shadow die in this movie. So
No, there's no
for the
way.
next
No,
for the
there's no
next
way
set of
Shadow
Sonic
dies.
movies, do you think Shadow's gonna become their buddy?
Of course.
Yeah, not
gonna
like
do
full
his own
buddy
thing.
buddy.
Because he
but
looks
he'll be
looks
around.
way more serious than like actual Shadow. So I don't know.
I will say, to give my movie input, looks
You're not
fake.
allowed. You're late.
Listen, Shadow is gonna go off and do his own thing. He is gonna work with them obviously when he needs to.
He seems quite like blatantly stronger than Sonic.
He is.
Yeah.
I think he is. I think Sonic's gonna need Super to stop him. I think
Especially
they
this
absolutely-
version of Sonic is definitely not gonna be as strong as Shadow.
No,
Yeah.
he's got the gun, so he's raw. He knows how to fight back heavy. I don't think they're doing the Bio Lizard, because that arc is not carrying a giant monster. So I think it's gonna be Super Sonic.
So is he
Super
gonna be
Shadow
like-
through and through?
He's gonna be like early Z Piccolo, where he's like
Yeah.
Yes.
living in mountains.
This is like the final
Yes.
arc of Dragon Ball.
Oh, that's a nice analogy. I like
Yeah.
that.
So basically, he's just going to show up in future movies for like the ending fight and be like, "I
He's
got
gonna
this,"
he's gonna be like Vegeta in every Dragon Ball movie, where he has a sick entrance and then gets smacked.
and then just doesn't do anything. Yeah, I can see
Gets
that.
completely
I can
wrecked
see
the
that.
No,
next
they really
second.
hoe my man. No, Vegeta's in that one movie where he was popping off in that one movie, but
They should have gave Frieza the kill. I don't care. Or Vegeta the kill for Frieza.
Oh yeah.
them giving it to
When
17
he was beating him down.
Yes.
them giving the win to 17 in the tournament just is like literally just tell me you don't fuck with Vegeta without saying you don't fuck with Vegeta, bro.
Did Fidel already leave? That's crazy.
I hope so.
Yeah, he did.
I think it counts though. This counts
Nope,
as
it does
attendance.
not.
Like,
That does
No,
not
it does
count.
not.
there was a lot of contribution. He said at least like
a lot of
like a whole sentence.
contribution.
He
he
has
said his
said
own
the same
thoughts?
amount for like the
He
past
said,
3
I'm
episodes if he
setting
even
a
bothers showing
precedent.
up.
I'm setting a precedent
hitting up Warfare.
for me
I'm hitting him up.
and my
Have a
attendance in the
conversation with
future.
Yeah, we're
That
not
was
letting you.
enough. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. You should have just said that from the jump. Okay, cool.
Right.
Cool.
Anything else about the Sonic movie then?
Wait, can I ask a real question? Like that's
Yeah.
like
Sure.
might be inflammatory. Are any of these movies better than the Mario movie? Because like I've seen all 3 of them, and I don't
I
think
think it
either
depends
of
on
them
what you want.
I mean, It
I
depends.
kind of like them better more than
I like
think
them more
Mario
because
movie seems like it follows like the kids movie Bible to the T.
Yeah, I like the Sonic 1 movie more than the Mario movie, to be honest.
Which one? The second one or the first one?
I've only watched the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same.
I think I like the Sonic.
the
part of
second one's.
movie
I was gonna
more.
say, yeah, the second one's kind of cute
I'm gonna watch the third one, even if I don't watch the second one. But
because that's Tails and Knuckles and stuff.
yeah. Yeah, I'm biased, obviously, but I like the Sonic movies more. I'm not saying the Mario movie's bad or anything, but I just care more about Sonic.
well, it's also there's a lot of weird things about the Mario movie. Like apparently a lot. Well, not even apparently. I know for a fact a lot of the script was rewritten in English. Like Bowser was way more blatantly evil in Japanese.
Oh, in the Mario movie.
Yeah. It was weird, but that's just how it happens. I think localization affects movies much more than games.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, for 100%.
I think there's anything
Alright,
else in this trailer that is worth really bringing up.
Oh, I like the ending with Jim Carrey jumping into.
Oh yeah, with Santa Claus. I'm like,
Christmas
what
tree.
the hell?
Oh
is
yeah, that shit. That was actually
Yeah.
like
That was
something out of a Jim
funny
Carrey
as
movie.
hell. Yeah.
It's a little gag they threw in at the end.
Why is he seeing Santa though?
Oh no, that was Gerald. Yeah, that was Gerald dressed as Santa.
Oh.
But is that a scene just for like as a little gag, or do you think
Yeah,
that's actually in the
I
movie?
think that's a gag. I think if it's in the movie,
I
it's gonna
can
be Eggman like dreaming about stuff he could do with his grandfather now that he's back.
Yeah,
kind of
that's what
thing.
I see it as. Like,
Or
him-
what if he
him
actually
connecting with
he
his
sees
grandpa.
Santa, but he sees it as his grandpa? I
It's
guess.
a canon to the Sonic universe.
Wait. That's Eggman's grandpa, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Gerald.
Who's who's his dad?
So his dad, we don't have a name for, but they showed him for the very first time in Shadow Generations. In Eggman or Gerald Robotnik's journal, either the physical one or the one in the game, you actually can see his dad.
Oh,
yeah.
So he actually has a dad now.
Oh.
Yeah, you see his dad and his uncle. He's Gerald is at their college graduation. There's a picture of him with his two sons.
Oh,
It's actually kind of funny.
before everything went wrong.
Yeah.
That's right. Before he became Eggman. Well, again, technically his name's Robotnik. He's not Eggman.
This has nothing to do with the movie, but it's Sonic, and it just made me remember. I remember reading an arc of the Sonic comics because it interested me, where like Eggman lost his memory and then he got it back.
Yeah,
that
it's
was
in
cool.
the recent ones. That's when he makes I don't remember her name, but the girl that's a puppet.
Oh, Sage?
No. It's
The
it's
rabbit?
a comic character. No. That's Rabots. No, not her. So what you're talking about is an IDW arc. Unless
Yeah.
Archie did it, but IDW he becomes
No, it was IDW. I know that.
yeah, and then he makes like a puppet character, and then she becomes friendly with everyone. But
People in the chat are saying her name is Belle.
Yeah, Eggman with no memory, I think actually would have been an interesting addition, like a character like that to the Sonic world. A good human. Because didn't he like he made all kinds of like stuff for the animals that lived around there? I'm pretty sure.
yeah,
Well, aren't the little robots also animals? They're flickies. That's the whole thing. Is they're
Yeah,
little
but he
birds.
doesn't do that anymore when he lost his memory.
yeah. When he was like people in chat say he was called like Mr. Tinker, and he was actually like being helpful. And then they had the platypus, and I'm gonna forget. Oh, Dr. Starlight.
Mr. Tinker Bell. That's dude, the writing is peak.
And then I know the platypus gets his fucking spine smashed to pieces by Eggman.
Oh yeah, Dr. Starlight actually just dies. Like they don't really kill characters that often. He's dead.
Fine.
He grabs him by his arm,
Uh-huh.
and you know in the Broly movie where he smashes Goku down?
Uh-huh.
He does that to him on his back, and he just doesn't move ever again, and then the whole building falls on him and he dies.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that he's a very interesting character they made, but yeah, they definitely kill him.
Let me see if I can find the panel.
While you're finding that panel, real quick, let's hop into something else. I don't want to quite get into the Game Awards discussion yet because I do feel like that's probably going to be the biggest portion of the show. There's a lot of stuff to go over here. But I sort of wanted to bring this up early because I'm curious if anybody else watched Arcane.
I did.
The new
I have.
season of Arcane.
Yes.
Okay.
Not me.
How many of us have finished it and how many of us care about spoilers?
I finished it.
I finished
care.
it, but
There you go,
plenty
by
of
the way,
people
Roger.
watching will care about spoilers.
Yeah, I honestly, if enough of us have seen it, we could do a roundtable on it.
Spoiler cast, like roundtable thing? We might.
Yeah.
I am 3 episodes away from being done.
So far, without spoilers, then how are you feeling about it? If you're 3 episodes away from being done, because the first 6, I think, are safe to talk about at this point.
Yeah.
And there's enough that happens in those first 6 episodes where I think we could at least have a discussion here. And then if more people had ended up watching it, we could maybe do a spoiler cast or something. But yeah, thoughts on it? Curious.
I mean, I like. Here's the thing. It's a very weird. As someone who's played League, unfortunately, for a majority of his early 20s to late 20s, it's really hard to at times get away from really deep-seated preconceptions of characters. But I think this is done a good job. I'm gonna be honest. The biggest thing that this show has done is made me want to see a show that's not in this setting. Like,
well, they've already announced that they're doing Noxus,
Ionia, and Demacia.
And Ionia.
Yeah. Like, I want them to go through, because the League of Legends lore to me in general is cool. But
I have bad news for you, Tito.
What?
I said I have bad news for you if you think that.
Oh, that's tough.
You can continue.
But like I played a lot of like the spin-off games, and that lore is pretty good. Piltover to me always was the most boring though. Like, it's very like one-dimensional to me in general, but the show is beautiful and it's really good, and I really like what they're trying to do, but it just makes me want to watch like a show about Ionia or a show about Demacia, or even a show about like all the Yordles, like a cartoon show. That shit would be fun too. Like a comedy about like all like Teemo being a psychopath. Like that would be fun. So like I'm just like, cool. I see what they're doing. I don't think it's bad. I'm having a good time watching it. It just at the same time, I'm like, okay, but like the next thing that y'all do, I'm like, I hope it's very different from this. Because if it's the next thing that they do is totally the same, I'm probably not even gonna watch it. Because like, there's only
the same as what?
As art, like tonally, like Arcane. Like I also like, I like the art style. I'm not saying that it's bad, but I would like a new one because I don't think it fits for every other.
Well, yeah, I don't think it would.
The Arcane style is like the style that Riot is kind of adapting to everything they do cinematically.
I was just gonna say that does seem like that's even with Victor, right? They announced that Victor is now being reworked.
Yes,
to be like the
Arcane
show.
Version.
Right.
They're redoing a lot of lore so that it adapts to Arcane now because they want to make it canon.
They weren't sure at first, but because Arcane is so successful, Arcane is now canon.
Yeah.
Which I think is dumb as hell, but whatever.
There's gonna be like a lot of lore changes in the future if they do make other shows probably as well.
Oh, 2 hours ago, if anyone cares, that Yu-Gi-Oh collection coming out.
Oh, the Switch one.
The Switch, yeah.
The Switch one, yeah.
All the games are out. Here you go.
Oh.
Appreciate you.
Damn.
None of them are really that good.
It's a lot of them though.
It's just
Duel
Sacred
Monsters,
Cards, really.
Duel Monsters 2, Monster Capsule,
Eternal
Dark
Duelist
Destiny,
Soul is okay.
Duel Monsters 4, Dungeon Dice
Oh wait, it's not even
Masters,
here.
Duelist
It
Soul,
is.
Dungeon Dice Monsters is funny as hell. The funniest thing about Dungeon Dice Monsters, Dungeon Dice Monsters specifically, that game, for no reason, has the most evil antagonists of any of these games.
What does he do?
Like they're genocidal.
Duelist, that's the one where it's like in medieval fucking Europe, right?
Which one?
Duelist of the Roses?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Dungeon Dice Monsters.
Oh.
Dungeon Dice Monsters, they're like genocidal in that for no reason.
What are some of these other ones? It says Worldwide Edition, Stairway to the Destined Duel.
What's up, Tito?
Welcome, World Championship Tournament 2004, Destiny World Traveler, 7 Trials to Glory.
I don't know what the hell Destiny Board Traveler is.
This is an aside, but did anybody get a video recommended to them on YouTube of the guy who got a divorce because of Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yep.
Yeah.
You talk about your Yu-Gi-Oh channel?
And he looks like Token Black, right?
That's crazy.
Huh? What is this?
I didn't say
Get
that.
off my man.
He does look a little bit.
All right.
Kind of.
That's my man's for real. I'm about to box you.
I just got
Also, you're racist.
No, I'm not. Oh my gosh, bro.
They don't look anything alike.
Yeah,
and
but
you
like,
know it.
all black Yu-Gi-Oh players look the same, Ricky?
Right.
We were talking about Arcane and then it got
all right.
racist.
You guys are kind of taking this.
Crazy.
You guys are kind of taking
I know
this out
about
of
you, Ricky
context. But
Cocaine. I know
okay,
about
I was
you,
just
bro.
asking.
I mean,
if you
there's
got the
racists
same
in Arcane
recommendation.
too.
That's
I mean, League of Legends does
That's their whole thing.
have
Yeah,
racism.
exactly. Yeah.
True.
Their lore has
No, but,
racism.
They got
Their
racism
players
on the
have
game.
racism.
Players are racist. Yeah.
I do.
The
I do
characters
want,
are
like,
racist.
like a 2D, like I think a 2D like Saturday morning cartoon style of like the Yordle, like Bandle City, which is the Yordle town. I think that'd be very cute. But yeah, I mean, if they're gonna keep doing this like really
I
dramatic,
think it's gonna be.
looking-
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think it's just gonna be dramatic shit.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, and
their
I'm just like, I'm
Demacia
good.
shit, their Demacia shit, if it's not like
It's gonna be
Game of Thrones type shit, I don't see how. Yeah,
Well, the thing about Demacia is like they're like, okay, I'm not gonna get into all the lore, but it's like who they're having to create
Demacia is the
additional-
Lux one.
Yes, that's Lux, Garen, Jarvan.
no,
Like-
that's. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
that one's
yeah,
for
Lux-
sure going to be a drama because that's. I also kind of feel like that's the one they're going to set up to be like because they haven't. I see someone in the chat saying they haven't technically announced that these are the next regions for the shows, but like the
They
showrunner
have
was
announced
on
They
it.
have announced
They
it.
were, yeah, he was on like a Twitch channel and then straight up said this is what it's going to be.
But-
My assumption though is I think because Noxus, the whole thing with them is like they're always at war with people, right? Like that's even
Correct.
what this show did. Without getting into any spoilers for what happens towards the ending, it seems to me that the end of the show is very clearly setting up Noxus next.
Yeah.
However, I think if Noxus is always at war, they're probably going to have to be at war with another region. And isn't the region next to them Demacia?
They are
That's
usually
that's
They've
their like
been at
rival.
war. Both of the other
Yeah,
regions
that-
they've been at war with.
Well, I don't.
So
wanna,
my assumption would
hold
then
on,
be that
hold
would
on,
be the
hold on,
next
hold
show.
on, whoa, hold on. I can explain something to you, but it would be a
Okay.
spoiler for the last 3 episodes if people care. So
Oh,
Yeah,
about
you're
the about
you're
the
talking
rose.
about like a particular character that goes. To
no,
Noxus
I'm
and helps
I'm
with
explaining
stuff, or-
literally. I can explain stuff.
Basically, Noxus is just fucking Russia, and then not really Russia, but like in terms of like our war, like World War II.
So
That's them.
I'll explain in terms of Arcane. I think the way it'll bleed into it is Noxus will want to see what they can do with the power of Arcane because of
Right.
the stuff that happened in the
Right.
end.
Right,
So
right.
they'll go to war with Zahn maybe, and then maybe Demacia will come in and interject in some way or something like that. But
Isn't Zahn?
Zahn's weird.
I haven't.
'cause,
Yeah, I haven't played. Okay, so I don't take. I don't know any League supplementary bullshit, and I never will. But I played the game in like from like what 2000 late 2009 to like
right.
2015. So I know every like relatively important lore bit. But I don't think they have to do anything with Zahn. Aren't they just did they
they've
change
already
that place?
they've been working with Zahn this and the,
No, I mean like
Seasons.
Zahn isn't a place like the one that I'm thinking
Oh,
of.
I
You can't
mean-
wage war with Zahn.
Correct.
well, yeah, it'll be Piltover, but like Zahn is technically like we know of Zahn already. Like,
But that's kind of like
it
what
is.
this season is anyway. With the
Is
stuff
Dr.
with
Yeah.
Mundo
Nessa,
in,
so yeah.
in Arcane?
No, I wish he was,
No.
but he's not. We'll probably
no, but the
never
thing-
see
He's
him.
the thing is about the whole like, because my problem is that again, if they're gonna go region by region, like I can already see it's gonna get tedious. Like for like this is even a spoiler because it doesn't exist. But if we go to Demacia, right, the big characters are Lux, Garen, Jarvan, Kale.
Silas.
Oh, yeah, and I
I
was
don't
gonna
think
say
I don't think they'll touch Kale.
no, Fiora, and I was gonna say the most important character though is Silas, because Silas is a character who basically is like screams protagonist, screams like the analogous to Jinx of this. Like basically, Jarvan is the general, this war hero. Same thing with Garen. Same thing with Lux. They're like
yeah, Silas is like the catalyst of what a Demacia plotline would be. Like,
correct.
he's so
Yeah.
deep rooted into like Garen and Lux.
Yes,
I
he
was
is-
gonna say like
he is- yeah.
in the like older age of League, wasn't Silas the first character to get like capital lore?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Because for a
But-
long time, prior to that, I think they fired all of their like lore
They
writers.
didn't, yeah,
and
they didn't have a
stuff.
lore team for a while.
Yeah.
Characters
the
had
first person
backgrounds,
they
but there
have
wasn't
was
like a cohesive lore.
Yeah.
And then
no,
Silas
because
was
Silas
like
is
the
the first character to have a lore like his trailer is a lore trailer.
Mm.
It's
How
like,
long
hey,
ago was this?
This was Silas is old as
Like
shit now.
a decade,
Yeah,
maybe not a
he's
decade.
wow.
No,
Wow.
no.
Like
6-7 years.
7 years. Yeah.
Because
Like, he has
Silas
the-
came
like,
out when I
he
wasn't
has-
playing anymore.
Yeah, he has the ability to like basically steal other people's abilities and use his own magic.
Yeah, he
And
was like
so,
a prisoner of Demacia.
Yeah,
Oh, that
6
totally
years
seems
in
like something that
January.
would tie
Yes.
in with the
he
show.
he is somebody who has this ability who is being abused by the because they have a whole game about him, right? So this whole like the aristocracy or something like that around Demacia were using Silas as like a black op kid, like and then they were like, well, you're getting too strong, and he's like, and so he killed somebody that he wasn't supposed to kill, so they locked him up forever. And the whole thing is like Lux wants to help him redeem him, but Garen's like, no, he's unredeemable. And Jarvan's just like, what are you guys doing? We have to it's all literally right there, just waiting.
Is he just like
They just
edgy
can't
or
make a show about
Kakashi?
it.
He's no, he's not Kakashi. He's like more Itachi than anything. Actually, that's not true. He's actually more Neji than anything. Like totally.
Edgy?
Like the way he's presented as this like he's like
Is he
not
from like a fucking cursed thing?
yeah, like he has like an innate magic he's not supposed to have. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I guess
Arcane,
more,
by the way,
Gara-
Arcane, by the way.
Yeah, but anyway, so like it's just the whole story is right there. But my problem coming back to that is that's basically very tonally going to be the same beats as Arcane season. Like you know what I mean? Like it just feels very much the same.
I don't know. I feel like there's a definitive tonal.
The characters in
Voice
Demacia are
for
way more
Vi
like
and all
brutal
that.
than Caitlyn or Violet.
Yeah, exactly.
You think so?
Like Jarvan or Garen would execute a bad person without thinking twice.
Yeah, those are war criminals, literally.
Yeah, but but that's why I think it's like it's going to be Lux, and I think it's going to be like.
I'm pretty sure there are some like middle ground like
And they're gonna make
and
somebody
evil Demacia people.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I really want to see. You mentioned her, but I want to see like some Kale Aatrox shit, bro.
Yo, remember
That
when
would go
Rise was the main
crazy.
character of League?
Yeah, I remember.
Remember when League was actually about a tournament of battles and stuff?
Yeah,
Isn't
and
that
Rise
still
was
what
the-
it is?
Y'all remember people actually used to play League of Legends? Just kidding. A lot of people play. Unfortunately.
I want to see
Anyway.
some Bilgewater stuff. I want to see some pirates, bro.
Bro,
Oh, yeah,
that's
the
what
pi-
I'm
those guys
saying,
would be
bro. Show me
cool.
some pirates. Now,
That's where Fizz is, right? He's from there?
Gangplank, Misfortune, Fizz, yeah. Tom Kench, give me those
Fizz,
characters,
Pike.
bro.
Pike is fucking sick.
Every Bilgewater character is based, and it needs to have a show.
Bilgewater's the
Gangplank-
Misfortune
Yeah.
one, right?
Yeah,
Can
so that's Gangplank.
oh, yeah,
that's,
that's the
that's,
one- yeah.
Can I quickly chime in with something
yes.
Yeah, go.
specific to Arcane? And it's super obvious, right? The show is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and it's
incredible. So pretty.
And like obviously, like coming from an animator's perspective, I'm just looking at the show, and I'm like, it is absolutely incredible how much they've like achieved and all the kind of various styles and aesthetics that they've managed to cram in without it, while still maintaining a good degree of cohesion. And you know, they managed to make big bombastic action sequences look amazing and stylized, but also there's a lot of subtle, very careful, very kind of human animation in there as well. And like to do that, to achieve that, like requires an insane degree of artistic talent.
The use of colors in that, man, is like the best I've ever seen in an animated show like that.
I've never
like-
seen any footage of Arcane in motion. I've only seen screenshots of it.
Oh fuck!
And
Oh,
I
you have to
don't.
see it.
Beautiful. Yeah, you have
I,
to watch
yeah,
at least
I
a
was
couple
literally
scenes.
gonna say I don't like how the fucking people look, dude.
Oh no, you got to see it
In motion. Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, we'll see it in motion. You will probably feel
Yeah,
differently.
it does a lot more justice in motion.
Two side notes as well, by the way. I was trying to think about who would be the other clearly good character in the Demacia thing. If it's Lux, it's definitely Ezreal, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
It's even because
Wait.
like, but Ezreal's not from Demacia, but
Yeah,
he's
he's Shurima, right?
no, he's Piltover, but
Yeah, he's
he's
Piltover.
he's like a treasure
Oh,
hunter.
he went
so
to Shurima.
Yeah, he went to because he's a treasure hunter. He just goes all around the fucking.
He got
place.
the glove.
Well, if he's from Piltover, that's your connection to Arcane. Then that's how you can bring all that stuff in.
No, there's way more than that. That would make more sense.
Wait, is Ezreal not in Arcane?
No.
He
Ezreal's
seems
not
like,
in it.
bro.
There's a lot of Piltover characters.
Character.
There's a lot of Piltover characters that should be in the show that aren't, and there's like Heimerdinger's in the show and he's in it for like half the show, but like there's no Blitzcrank.
What?
Which is there's like
Yo.
Blitzcrank should have been there. I think Mundo should have been in there.
I don't know any of the story, but it seems pretty easy to fit a mad doctor into like anywhere.
Yeah, but you have
there is
characters that kind of fit the same
Singed
role.
is there. Yeah.
Well,
Singed,
I know about Singed. That was one of my mains.
The other thing I was gonna say was, as it pertains to Arcane, fuck all these other regions, bro. A Freljord region or season would be crazy.
No,
Look
I
at, like,
think it
Freljord's the ice place.
bro. Think
It
about the
would be
character.
cool, but
No,
I remember they
No,
wrote
just
they
think about
wrote
the
in that
character.
shit with Aatrox and Tryndamere, and then never did it.
Yeah.
You have obviously Ashe as your main character, but you have Braum goated. You have
Ashe would not
Sejuani.
be the main character.
You think Ashe is the main character?
Tryndamere would be the main character.
That's cap.
Oh, Zac isn't in Arcane either. Okay.
No.
You're just
It's insinuated that Zach's in it because there's like a shot where it's like a green blob that flies across the screen at one point. So it's like, ooh, maybe Singed made Zach and he's using it in some way, but yeah.
Oh, fuck it, Braum's the main character,
There's
bro.
a thing where
Braum's
a mouse
crazy.
Drinks like shimmer, and people are theorizing that was like the creation of Twitch, but they never actually showed Twitch.
Oh.
Well, Shimmer's insinuated to be a lot of things. Like, you know the lore for Munda, how he like injected himself with some shit, and that's why
Did
he's
his
like
lore
a
change?
madman? No. That's
okay.
like, well, kind of, but like that's still like his thing. Like, he's only the way he is because of something in his body, and people are like, oh, that could be Shimmer, which is like the big thing of Arcane.
But I
one of
thought
the big
Shimmer
things.
was created. Wasn't that created?
Shimmer is created,
it's
but
created
Shimmer
during
can be
Arcane, yes.
used. Like,
Yeah, Mundo's like a scientist, man.
He's a doc.
Like,
he's a
that's
literal
what
doctor.
Singed is using Shimmer to create his things. Like, that's all the shit with Warwick probably as well. Like, there's probably Shimmer involved in some way.
Yeah.
Does Singed fling anyone?
No.
Does he put down a slow?
Singed,
What the
I will
fuck is
say,
this show?
Dan, he has his you know the thing on his back? He has that for
Yeah.
like 2 seconds in the show and that's it.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So that's not Singed. That's
Yeah, bro.
Thomas.
That's Silco, bro.
That's Thomas. That's who that is.
Tough.
I mean,
well,
there's
Silco was the main
there's
bad guy.
They give
in
a
the first
lot
season,
of
but he's not a
Singe lore,
champion.
actually, but he just doesn't actually fight. You don't really see Singe fight at all, but
He's
they
like
give
one
a
of
lot
the
lore.
main characters, though.
I
mean,
wanna
he
see him
does, like,
fling
a lot of
someone.
stuff.
Yeah, but no one would
Singe
want to see
doesn't
Singe
proxy
fight because
once.
yeah, Singe just runs around, bro. That's it.
Bro, that's all he needs to do. That's what he does in the game. That's what I want him. Does he go behind a tower?
No, that's boring ass gameplay. No one wants to see Singe run around farting.
I do.
Crazy.
I do think the show was gorgeous, though, like Firam was saying, and the music was really good. Again, as somebody who did not ever play League of Legends and did not really even care about this world, I am like full in, all invested. Want to see what the
Gonna
next
play
thing is
League.
going to be. I'm not going
Same.
to. Like, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to
Just
play
run
League.
that too.
But I love the show, and I'm
Just
like
don't.
completely
It-
invested now
League,
for the next thing.
League's golden years are long gone. Don't
Like,
even.
I might do it as like a fun sub goal thing or something like once, but I mean, I wouldn't be something where I'm like actively playing.
The last time that game was good, I graduated high school.
Can I ask an actual, like, if by that token, right? If you're watching this show, you're super interested, but you're still not going to pay League.
Yeah.
Does that mean the show isn't doing its job?
No,
No.
the show is really good.
No.
It's because
That's
the whole
opposite.
reason.
That's
Yeah.
different. That's different.
It's because MOBAs are such an alienating genre, making any other sort of media for League.
Yeah, I mean, to be
That's
fair,
why, that's
I
why
haven't
they're
really
branching
played,
into all these other games like 2XKO and the
right.
Most
And I think
people
that's
don't wanna
kinda
play
what
a
they
MOBA.
want. Whereas, like, for me, especially like without getting into spoilers, but like Echo does some really cool stuff in this show, and I am more willing to play
Oh, Echo's in it?
2XKO now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Echo-
yeah.
Echo has the best episode. I think Echo's the best
I
character.
think- I
in the
agree.
show.
It's one of the.
Yeah, I
I
like
agree.
Echo the
I
most.
agree. Echo is one of the best.
He has the best moments in both season 1 and season 2.
Yeah,
Facts.
he's very good.
He's one of my favorite, what I consider Zoomer League characters. I like that one. He's a good.
But
one.
I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like because of that,
Echo's
it
a
makes me
Zoomer
wanna
League
play-
character to use that? That's
Yeah.
not. Echo's older than Silas.
Anyone after fucking, dude, I don't even know. I was gonna say Elise.
We started
that's
playing.
too much.
Yeah, we started playing when like Shyvana was the newest character.
I started
Probably even
playing-
before.
Before
I
that,
started
before
playing
that.
when fucking when did I start? I was playing in 2000 and
I'm pretty sure they added Nocturne when we were playing.
would that be 2000 and
Yeah, I think Nocturne was actually the first one.
2010?
Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if you know this, but there's a character in the show that is like a brand new character that they added into League as a new champion.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, well, that they're adding. Well, there's two of them.
No, they've
Well,
already
they also
added.
She's
added
already in.
four.
And
There's
Bessa they
literally-
already added, but the
Yeah,
other
and
one I'm
Bessa.
thinking of, she's not till next year.
In TFT, they added the adult and child versions of Vi and Jinx
Yeah.
as two different characters. So
Yeah,
you
there's
can play
a-
you on your
there's a
board. You can
whole,
play Violet, Jinx, Powder, and Vi.
Yeah, the
It's kinda
current
funny,
TFT season, they made it everything Arcane. Like even the Arcane characters that aren't League characters, they made them to TFT units.
Yes, I can play. I can play all the jobbers from the Cop Squad.
Let me ask you guys who've watched it because I'm curious.
Mhm.
Did you guys like the ending? Because I didn't.
I did, but I have no familiarity with the game. So,
Well, there's nothing really attached to the game. I just
well,
didn't like.
what I will say is, I feel like knowing that the show was meant to be 5 seasons, you can tell how much they rushed certain
Oh my
things.
god! It's
Wait, really?
It was
No,
meant to
no,
be
no, no, no,
5.
no, no,
Yeah.
no, no. That I've seen some stuff saying that quote was taken out of context. They
That
they
seems insane to
budgeted-
cut half the show.
budgeted for 5 seasons. They were
Right.
not planning to do 5 seasons.
No, but I mean, if you budget for 5 seasons, you were going to make 5 seasons. That's how it was going to be. And it was not. It certainly was not meant to be 2. It was 100% not just initially meant to be 2.
Yeah, you could.
They
You
were
could
planning
tell.
for
There's
extra seasons because
there's
like
a lot of rush stuff at the end.
There's one thing in. No, it wasn't. People are like, it was. It's not. Like objectively, it was not originally meant to be 2.
So
It
I will
kinda-
say, to kind of
Right.
back up Roger, there was an interview where they said they decided after working on this for like 9 years to just at 2
Right.
seasons end it and then move on to the
Right.
next thing.
But it was plotted and planned to be multiple seasons. But then after they ended up doing it, like McDermott said, they ended up making it 2. Now, the reason why I say that is because there is a thing in episode 5, I believe, for those of you who've watched the show, that feels like that could have very easily been the shocking cliffhanger of one of the seasons. If you, for those of you who've watched the show,
I
you
have
know
no
what I'm
idea what
talking
you're talking about.
Like in
The
season 1?
Sallow- the Sallow moment.
How much money did this show cost to make?
250.
A lot.
Yeah.
So to put in perspective how expensive each episode of the show is, each episode of this show is the budget of an entire season of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Are they making any money back?
Oh yeah, no, this
Probably
thing is super
tons of it.
successful.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out because it's on Netflix.
yes,
Yes.
Yeah,
So does that mean Netflix had to buy out that entire?
Netflix
I mean,
probably paid them
I
a
think
lot.
they
Especially
I
after
was
season
gonna say,
1 for
yeah,
this
yeah.
season, Netflix probably paid a lot to make
A
sure they
ton.
did
it's
it.
like the biggest show in like 80 countries. So
Oh, well, do they? I don't know how money works with like stuff on
It's-
Netflix.
I mean,
don't-
this
they
is
don't
like-
get fucking YouTube residuals.
No, this is like a fat marketing campaign. Like
And
this is
it's-
this is
and
putting
again,
the
it's
League of
setting
Legends
up
IP in
future
the brains
shows.
of millions
Yeah,
of people.
and with them saying
right,
that
right.
they have 3 shows in mind that they want to do now, like it's
It's gonna keep going.
profitable.
Yeah.
3 in
yeah.
mind, and they said they've been working on 1 for over a year already.
And then Tencent makes them use AI.
The thing is about this show, though, is like it's very clearly not AI, which is why it's so good.
Yeah, I
'Cause
know.
then you
I'm
watch
just,
some
I'm
of this
just
and you're
talking
like,
shit.
oh my god, yeah. But it's just like the animation is so stunning and the artistry that's on display is so good that I would be horrified if they ended up making it AI, because again, that's what makes the show so good, is knowing that people actually made it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so incredible. Like almost every episode had like a music video, basically,
Yeah.
and each of them is animated and done completely differently. So whatever fits the theme of the music they're going with, and they just all look incredible.
So do they just have like hundreds of animators on team?
No, I think
Or
it's like
Peach is the company
60.
that does it, right?
I think it's like 60, 64 around there. I think that's right.
Okay.
And yeah, it's Fortiche.
And I'm assuming with how animation works, like some of them only interact with some of the other ones. Like not everyone on the animation team is fucking having to work together. That'd be psychotic.
That I don't know, because there's the
What do you
interview
mean?
with
In terms of,
Like if someone's doing like primarily like high intensity fight scenes, and then another animator's does like scenic shit. I don't think those two are gonna be mingling. I don't know how that
like
works though.
background animators and stuff.
I mean,
like
Virum's right here. He could just answer.
yeah, yeah.
But he's dead.
Yeah, but like TV show
it
animation is a little
depends,
different.
because it can vary quite a lot depending.
I imagine
on
being
how
the
teams
VFX
work.
guy is a nightmare because that's everywhere.
Typically, how it works for feature length content is that they'll have one person specifically work on like certain scenes, or like they have a few seconds that they work on specifically, rather than
Yeah. They do that in Japan too, right?
Yeah.
Because you can tell certain, like if you know Japanese animators at all, like even a little bit, you can tell when a certain one does a certain part of a fight and then another one takes over for the rest of it.
Yeah,
I think it
there's
happened with
multiple-
One Piece recently.
There's multiple steps involved too. There's storyboarding, which is just like, sketches of like what the main shots will look like, and then there's like in between, then there's actual animation, and then there's cleanup, and like there's different people doing.
There's
each of
also
those
concept art,
and then like you'll usually have like the super baller animator will sometimes come in to do like specific steps of that.
Oh, is that a thing? Is there like does every animation team have the guy?
One Piece for sure does.
Yeah, there's lead animators.
There's definitely
No,
people
but like
when you direct when you hear this person is directing an episode of One Piece, you're like, oh, this episode's gonna be.
Is
good.
it the guy who
Like,
directed the episode
Yoshishima's-
where it's like Kid Luffy, Ace Sabo, and Gold Roger and his friends? That like flashback.
Oh, the Yamato Ace one.
Yeah.
That animator is like pretty well known. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll usually have like a lead animator who like will probably handle
Or,
like
like,
a lot of the
Ishitani-ish.
storyboarding.
Yeah.
And then we'll like, manage the animators that are doing the actual animation of the scenes, and then like they'll give notes, or like they might do some cleanup themselves, or like it's usually someone who can kind of wear all the hats a little bit.
Okay. Interesting.
And like a lot of those people too, like they have their own styles when it comes to like composition and pacing and all kinds of stuff like that. And like you can tell in like certain scenes when it's like been done by a certain person, because they'll use like certain angles or perspectives of characters that are just like kind of their style. Those things kind of shine in some cases.
Yeah.
And that can
I didn't need to
vary
talk about
between-
animation. My bad.
That's okay.
No, it's interesting. Yeah. This is
that
good.
stuff can also even vary between episodes. So it could be more difficult to see, particularly with like 3D stuff and Western. Well, not necessarily. You have to really kind of inspect things carefully and just know a lot of the animators. But how people, like as Warchamp said, how they lay out scenes, how they storyboard and pace certain things, how things are corrected, or you can get a lot of small variations that help kind of express different animators' individuality, and that's less prevalent when the studios are bigger and obviously they're trying to create a much more unified style guide, but it's still there to a degree.
Cool.
Right on.
So
yeah, and nothing else about Arcane?
Is that the second thing we have to talk about this episode?
That's what I'm saying. I know this is going to be a big episode. That's why we were like, yeah, we knew there was going to be a lot to talk about on this one. So with that being said, we're gonna bypass maybe talking about Wicked then, because I think I'm probably the only person in here who saw
You're
that.
definitely the only person who saw that.
Is
It's a
that
good
the
movie, though.
Maleficent movie?
Take care, Viram. Take care. Good night, buddy.
Good night.
Oh, no, I'm not leaving. I said I'll see it later this week.
I thought you said I'll see you guys later. We all heard
okay.
we'll see you guys later.
I was also
thought, oh, you
speaking,
were
so
saying-
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the Maleficent movie?
It's kind of. Yeah, it's like the Wicked Witch of the West if she was good.
She's the best Disney villain.
I mean, Maleficent is not in Wicked.
Okay,
know,
well, I suddenly
Wicked
don't
is-
give a shit anymore.
Right, but Wicked is the Wicked Witch from the Wizard of Oz. I thought when you said the Maleficent movie, I thought you were saying like, is it like Maleficent where it's
No,
like
I didn't know it was a wizard. Wait, there's a Wizard of Oz. That's just gonna,
You didn't know Wicked was about the Wizard of Oz?
brother. I don't know anything about movies or
Brother,
shows.
she's green. Like Maleficent isn't green.
I haven't seen anything.
Roger, he hasn't seen anything. He doesn't
All
know
right,
about the
well,
play.
we're
I think you're
moving
just
on
assuming-
from Wicked.
Your
We're
theater
gonna-
kid is
yeah,
showing,
we're gonna
Roger.
All right, it is. All right, have you been playing Dragon
up a
Quest?
fucking
Are you
football.
Are you enjoying Dragon Quest? Yo, the football kids. Well, never mind. I'm not going to say that. Anyway, I was going to say, Ricky,
You're gonna start.
actually, no. Actually, wait, Ricky. Can we talk about this? Can we talk about what happened to that one guy that was on our football team? You know the story. We were talking about how crazy this shit was. Don't.
Yes, you do. Truck.
Yo, jog my memory. Jog my memory. Jog my memory. Just go.
Okay, this is not a joke, by the way. This is not a joke. There was a guy who was on our high school's football team who literally went to jail for murdering his wife and kid and killing a truck driver. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about now.
What the?
This was a real thing.
Okay. But you can tell the story best.
How was your reaction to hearing that? Laugh hysterically.
Why you're a sicko?
That is also messed
because
up.
that's how I handle nervousness. That's how when I hear something so malevolent and sinister. It wasn't me digging into it and happy about it.
I didn't say that, but you said,
bro, did you go to school?
It was a self-defense mechanism.
That was a one-piece laugh. That was a one-piece laugh. That was a one-piece laugh. He said,
Ricky laughed like
I would never indulge in evil like that.
Ricky laughed like he was talking to the guy that did it, like he was the Green Goblin mask.
Oh my god!
What I've been trying to say is, did you guys go to school with Aaron Hernandez?
No, but what happened was we went.
Are you nuts?
Are
you nuts?
We went to school with this guy who was on the football team, and he was. I mean, he was. To be fair, he was always nice. I had never had any bad interactions.
Yeah, CTE goes crazy, bro.
It's always the nice guys.
But literally,
CTE happened.
It was it might have been because what happened was then we graduated, and then Ricky and I went to the same college. This guy went somewhere completely different, and then we were watching the news one day, and Ricky's like, check this out. And I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? And we pull this thing up, and it was about this guy where I don't think it was his wife now that I'm like remembering this story. I think it was that he literally just, I want to say maybe he like hired a hooker or something.
Okay, well, you're talking too much. You're giving up so much information. I can look up this.
It literally doesn't matter. You should look this up online. It's a crazy.
This is actually
story.
a real story.
This is a real story. We're not joking. This is
we
not.
We don't have a lot of murderers who went to our high school or whatever.
There's not very many.
This story is actually wild.
This is insane, man. But literally, this dude.
Chicago will turn you out, bro.
But this wasn't in Chicago. I mean, he was from Chicago, but he was somewhere like on the East Coast. And the guy basically he killed the girl he was with, and then killed like this truck driver, and then he was on this like.
Okay, you're mixing it up a little bit.
No, I don't.
He just started going hog wild.
He robbed. Didn't he rob the truck? Wasn't that the whole thing? Was that he killed the lady and then he robbed the truck?
He was the truck driver, and he used to. He wasn't a football player. I forgot why you even bringing this up. This is so.
Because we were talking about.
He was a boxer. He was like a boxer.
That's right. That's
he definitely has CTE then. What the
way? Yeah. He was a boxer. He was right. He was a boxer.
He was a boxer. Became a truck driver for some reason.
Right.
For some reason, it's because he couldn't think anymore.
No,
he could have actually had a good career because he had hands. But in any case, though, at the end of the day,
apparently he does have hands.
I get it.
Well, the story turns very dark. It's something like he met up with a lot lizard.
Yeah, this is
no. This is
lot lizard.
Why? Hold on. Why are you even bringing this up, Roger, in the first place? Because this is a very ridiculous story to even get into.
I wasn't like meaning to get on a tangent.
I like it.
We were talking about it. No, we were talking. We're not going to get into this. But it was just you guys had mentioned something about like. The football, you said play some football or something, and I was like, well, this is what happened to one of the sports guys. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, we're gonna change the topic. On the topic of murder, let's talk about Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D, Zeph. I know you've been killing a lot of slimes.
What a transition.
Yeah, all right.
So are you having fun killing a lot of slimes? Let's hear it.
I have, I think.
There we go.
Over half of the orbs. So I haven't played in a few days, but it's really good. I stopped playing after the new boss fight they added in Thethin because that shit made me want to shoot myself a little bit. But other than that, the game's good. That fight's like pure RNG. It's insane.
How far into the game is that?
It's like the second act.
Because I'm like, you've you got all the orbs already, because I also got all the orbs already.
Not all the orbs. I have some of them.
How much is left after you get all the orbs?
You got to go to the last place, and
that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm like towards the end then. I didn't realize I was so far into it.
It seems like they added more stuff though. Like there's a lot of flashbacks with your dad and stuff that wasn't in the original. So who knows?
Yeah, I loved the I like the grind, and I like the monster trainer job is a lot of fun. And visually again, the way that the game looks is just fantastic. I think this is a very pretty HD2 game, especially in like the dungeons and things like that. The lighting just feels like even better than it was in Triangle.
Are you about to throw up?
No, why?
I don't know. Sound like you're gonna throw up.
It did sound
Is
like
my
he was
mic
building
screwing up
for that. No.
It sounded like you were going to throw up, but yes.
It sounded like I was gonna throw up.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not gonna throw up. I was just gonna say that I feel like the lighting. I feel like the lighting. In this is a weird episode, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I thought the lighting in the dungeon areas looks really pretty, and I think it furthers that they just keep evolving this HD 2D engine, and I'm excited to see where they're going to take it for like the next new game in HD 2D.
Yeah. I do think some environments in every HD 2D game just look so generic, but when they like stylize it, it gets really good. Because there's which battle screen is it? In Dragon Quest 3, it's just the one where it's like grass and then water behind you. It looks like a Windows start screen. I don't know how to describe it other than that, but
no, that's a good way to describe it. Nothing else about Dragon Quest?
I don't think anyone else played it.
All right, well, you guys should. It's good.
I'll play it over the holiday season.
Any other games you guys have been playing while we're on the topic of what we've been playing?
I've just been playing Baldur's Gate 3 recently again.
Why?
Because I've never beat it. Like I've done so many playthroughs of it, and I've gotten very close to the end, but I never beat it. So I decided to actually get it off my backlog, so I can go back to Metaphor. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I beat that. I beat Metaphor.
I also beat Metaphor.
I've been mostly just playing the Castlevania DLC and Vampire Survivors.
With you guys who have actually beaten Metaphor, what was your final thoughts on it? I'm very curious because I'm literally still in the cathedral, the very first cathedral.
I literally just think it's okay.
I love it.
It's a pretty standard. I play a lot of RPGs as well, so maybe that, but it just seems like any other RPG, but with Persona stylization. In fact, I've kind of seen the plot with never mind. It's too much.
I didn't like the ending.
What did you like about the ending? Without getting into spoilers.
It did that thing that in Atlas games that it just went like one step a little too much of like, all right, buddy, I get it. Like
That's kind of why I haven't been like playing it recently, is because I feel like Atlas is pigeonholing themselves into.
Yeah, they are. They used to be super varied. That's a big issue I have is the game. I said this in another episode, I think, where it was like originally Hulkenberg was the MC. There wasn't a male MC. There was more dragons and stuff, and it was way more fantasy. And then they just decide, you know what? What if we put the Tokyo Metropolitan Building again in this game? Let's do that. And then they do it. It's pretty much every Atlas game.
Like, you know how
did the ending sour the entire experience for you? Just asking that.
Not. I mean, I think that, and again, the context for me is important because I was simultaneously playing through Royal again. So so playing through P5 while playing through this does color it a lot because.
Did you see the beta footage?
No.
It literally has Persona 5's calendar in the top.
That's super funny. I don't know. Like, I think for me, like the reason why I like P5's ending, even Royal's ending a lot more, is the fact that it doesn't do the thing that Metaphor does, which is, like I said earlier, it takes the whole thing that it's trying to say, or the big I'm not to spoil anything, but it takes the point of the thing and just hammers it for a little too long. And I'm just like, all right, buddy, like I get
the whole game is like that, bro. I'm walking down the street and there's some guys like, yo, you're a fucking Elda, you should kill yourself. Like, okay, dude.
Oh, they pushed the racism agenda too hard or something?
It's so ridiculous. It's like
Oh,
I'm one step away from being publicly stoned at all times.
I don't know. Like, it's like I get it. Like and also, I don't know, man. I just feel like Luis is fine. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get why people he's fine.
Well, because he's a good villain. I think is probably why people like him.
I think
even in the little bit
fine.
of the time that I've played, I thought he was a good villain.
It's just like here's the thing. It's just like, I get it, especially with like some of like the reasons why and everything. Like I get it, right? However, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm gonna make an analogy that Virum's gonna hate. You know how like Xenos is his rationale is that he has none. He just is a sociopath, and that's like the reason why he does everything.
Yes.
To me, that is more acceptable than what Luis becomes, because Luis clearly shows the ability to think logically about things, but chooses to be who he is. And to me, there's a disconnect there, because it's like, okay, you're just. It feels like you're just the evil guy because you're written to be the evil guy.
Yeah,
Like-
a lot of games now try to make their villains sympathetic. They don't have to be sympathetic ever. They could just be bad. The whole point of them is that you overcome them.
Yes,
I do miss the good old just a guy being evil.
Yes.
What's the game?
Aren't Ray supposed to be more interesting?
I want
Isn't
to
that
make
why they're
dinosaurs.
defaulting to that?
Like, I agree, but I think what they're saying is when every game does it and it becomes obvious that they're doing it, some people prefer if it's just like, this guy is just evil, when every game is trying to hit the gray area.
Yeah, like why do we gotta make Bowser morally ambiguous? We don't.
Well, I mean, Bowser makes a little more sense than a character in like a JRPG, because at least Bowser's like merchandisable.
Bowser's consistent though,
Right,
because he only helps Mario when he needs help himself.
Yeah.
So,
It's just it's just for me, especially when it comes to JRPGs that have a definitive big bad, like unlike P5, where like the big bad is more like the circumstance, not any one particular person until the very end of the game. Like, for me, it's like, nope, they tell you who this guy is at the very beginning. He's the motherfucker. Get that guy. And then by the time you get to that guy, you're just like, all right, man. like, just shut up.
has anyone here played Suikoden 2 before?
No, I've always wanted to try this weekend in games, but I never had a chance.
Luca is a really good boss character or villain, where he's just irreprehensibly evil the entire time, and no sympathetic stuff. It's good. That game's good.
I want my bad guys to be pieces of shit. That's what I want. Is that too much to ask?
No, it's fine. I think there's room for both, but there's too much of the other one right now.
I don't even really think that I would call Luis a sympathetic villain. I would just think,
I don't think so.
He's like, he is who you're against the entire game, and like, I have no reason to like. I don't like Luis because I can like connect or relate to his like struggles or whatever. I like him.
Have struggles, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, towards the end of the game, but like,
yeah, but
I just like that character because of how in control he felt for basically for the majority of the game.
He was never behind, really. He's a good villain. I don't mind him. I just don't like a lot of the narrative and metaphor. Like I said, when you're walking down the street and someone fucking stabs you to death for being Elda. Like, okay, I get it, man. Racism bad. And I don't need to hear racism bad from Japan, of all places. Please. Anyway.
Did it feel like did it feel like in that game they kind of just like did anyone else feel like they were just like, especially when you reach a certain point in the game where it's like they just throw like everything at you? Like the disparity between doing actual combat and all the social stuff, did it feel like, because to me it didn't feel like they throw Bond at you the whole game.
Bro, the benefits you get is insane.
Bro, they throw it they throw it at you the whole game, which automatically makes me not want it. Is that weird?
You befriend that pink girl and then all of a sudden dungeon boss explodes.
Bro, you befriend random guy who who like is the remnant of the priestess or whatever in like the second town.
Are you talking about
get one of the best whatever his name is, the general
I like
guy.
him. Commander? Yeah, he's one of my favorite.
You get one of the best characters, if like top 2 characters in the whole fucking game. Oh, and his passives are just broken.
Yep. I think honestly, if you're playing on harder difficulties, Commander is necessary for like a large portion of the game. I don't know how you'd win without it.
It's disgustingly broken.
Move your entire party to the front or back row. All right.
What's
Should
next?
we move on?
What's next?
I've been playing Pokemon Go.
I've been playing.
Oh, you're playing Pokemon Go? Okay.
How'd your Wild Area Go Fest go, Roger?
Not particularly great. I got to be honest. I got like one little shiny Hisuian Voltorb, and that was about it. Didn't really get anything else.
The Hisuian Electro's shiny is really good.
I got one of my. It was like the raid battle. What's the name of the poison electric thing?
Oh, Toxtricity.
I got one of him. I got one of my Gmax, Dynamax, whatever Toxtricities, and then I got my Snorlax with the leather jacket.
Bro, you invited me to like 5 of those, man.
I know, because I had a bunch of them. So I was inviting you guys because I figured, get you guys in the raids exactly. Like play a little bit, get some bonuses.
I haven't played in a bit.
Yeah, it's fun. It was fun.
Yeah, you missed a really good event. This was a pretty good event, especially with the mighty Pokemon.
Some mighty Pokemon stuff I understand too, but like for that, I unlocked some of the Safari Zone balls, and I caught some of the mighty Pokemon with the Safari Zone balls. But I apparently completely missed that it was this weekend. I thought it started this weekend and then was going next weekend, like the Black Friday weekend. So the fact that I missed it entirely, I was like, well, I'm not gonna spend the money to like buy a pass for one day to play it. But I mean, I still got some decent stuff, but for the most part, I didn't really get very many mighty Pokemon.
Are you ready to admit that you've been juicing in TCG Pocket?
I was actually going to say, I'm glad you brought that up. I have not spent money yet. Yeah, I have not spent money yet.
You have been spending money because I've been lurking and checking your profile on a consistent basis to keep up with you.
Yeah.
And you were level 20 yesterday, and now you're level 23.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well,
or
level
22?
I'm 22. Yeah. And that is because I literally play. No, it's because I
wanted you to admit that.
game.
That's why I said the wrong number in the first place. Yeah. How'd you get that far that quickly?
How did I go from 20 to 22?
Battle people.
You literally just battle. And the other big thing about it too, because this is
you get 15 points of battle.
I'm glad you brought this up.
I'm
This is actually it actually has been pissing me off. Not what you said, but like the game itself has been pissing me off. I purposely, when I downloaded this, played it with the intention that I'm never going to spend money. That was literally from the get-go. I'm like, I am not going to spend money on this game. I already play Honkai. I already play Genshin. There's a lot of other games that like I could spend money in. I am not going to spend money on this game. So I've been playing. The only thing that I did at all was in those first 2 weeks, I did the free trial where you get the free trial, for like the 2 weeks and then you cancel, and I canceled. But I was like, I am not going to spend any money whatsoever in this game, period, full stop. So what happened was I, got a lot of good cards in my packs. I was leveling up. I was playing regularly. Reagan was playing with me. I was battling against you. I was doing all kinds of stuff. And I got to a point where, I saved a lot of my Wonder Hourglasses. I saved a lot of my Hourglasses to do my pack openings. I would just wait to do like the 2 packs or sometimes 3 packs during a day. And I would go through and do all of them. And of course, every time you level up, you get packs. So then what ends up happening is I got to a point, this was about a week and a half ago, in which I have been getting nothing, like nothing. I have pulled on other and I'm trying specifically to at least get one of each of the Kanto Pokemon so I could get that Mew illustration card without spending money.
Same.
So I'm like, okay, so I'm pulling from other packs, like, because primarily I was pulling from the Charizard one, because that was the one that I needed. That was the last illustration. I already had the illustration Pikachu. Already got really lucky with the illustration Mewtwo. I got a bunch of cool like other EX cards. I've only had one rainbow card, which was the Wigglytuff. I haven't had a single God pack yet. And
Could be me.
and with the wonder wonder picks, I got lucky with like 2 illustrations. But for the most part, I haven't gotten like very many good things. And then this past week and a half, all 3 packs throughout the day, I've gotten nothing. I either got duplicates of stuff that I already had. There was one pack in which I got 3 Psyducks in one pack. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? And it was to the point where...
yesterday I opened a pack and I got Arcanine EX and then Arcanine EX full art. Like, just please leave me alone.
I saw a guy that he pulled 3 Ekans and 2 Nidorinos in one pack.
And I have had no good pulls at all. And here's the only thing that's different. And apparently it's like super duper illegal for them to do this, but I don't believe it. I think they're doing it. Because I was reading like the drop rate things where you have the offering rates, you know, because you have to list the offering rates.
Are you about to say that an anecdotal experience is proof that they're rigging the system? I just want to hear. I feel like this is where this is going.
There is a thing, if you read the fine print of the offering rates, that once you've gotten more than, I forgot what it was. It was like the majority of a certain amount of things in the pack, that the drop rates overall for like getting your rares and then getting the other things to fill out your pack may drop. And it says it in the text in the game that they can straight up change your drop rates once you've already had a lot of a certain pack. So, and I was like, this probably explains why I haven't gotten like anything good out of some of these other packs. Then I was like, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm at least gonna pull out of some of the other packs that aren't Charizard, because the only other 2 I need in the Charizard pack now are like Poliwrath and then I think like one other regular Pokemon. But otherwise, I have all the other cards that I would need for the Mew in the Charizard pack. Mewtwo, I'm missing a bunch. Okay. Pikachu, I'm missing a bunch. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna start pulling on my Pikachus and my Mewtwo's. I used all of my hourglasses that I had saved up to this point, which was like 10 packs worth. Did a 10-pack pull for the Pikachus. Now, mind you, I didn't really pull on Pikachu all that much prior to this. I was primarily pulling on Charizard because I got lucky with Pikachu and Mewtwo early to get the, the illustrations. I did a 10 pull on the Pikachu cards and literally only got 2 new cards off of the entire 10 pull. 2 new cards in a set that I'm missing a ton of. Literally only got 2 new cards. One of them wasn't even an EX. It was like a normal,
it's a gotcha
like
game.
uncommon.
I would have uninstalled.
No. But the thing is, and people have been saying that, and I've been seeing arguments for this, because it is a gotcha game, right? It's bound to happen. But the difference is, I think the pack pulls, like where you trade in your duplicates, and then you can, or like if you pull a bunch of duplicates, you get like your pack points that you could then spend on other things. The pack points are fucked up. Yeah. They should be way cheaper, or there should be a way in which you can trade in like 5 duplicate commons to get like 1 pack point. Because if you are not paying and you are choosing to not pay at all,
that's the point.
I feel
those points aren't for you.
No, but that's not the fucking point. No, you can't. No.
As someone who plays gotcha games, can I talk to you?
He's really pissed. You gotta be careful around him
I literally stream a Honkai Star Rail.
Yeah, Honkai Star. No. Because Honkai Star Rail doesn't have this system.
Yo, let him finish, McDermott. He's not let him finish.
This is literally it. With Honkai Star Rail, because people are like, he's angry. I am actually angry about this because I love the Pokemon TCG, and I think it's kind of crazy that they're doing this. In Honkai Star Rail, right, if you get duplicates of a certain character, there are at least other good things that you can put the stuff that you're getting, like the currency that you're getting from those characters, you can build out other things with those characters. Albeit like constellations, like light cones, whatever that you're constantly building into, relics, whatever. Like there's enough things to spend your stuff on, even if you're not spending money, where if you are doing your free pulls, it's at least benefiting you in some way, unless you're like a whale that just wants to have every character and collect everything. I don't want to collect everything. I don't care about getting every EX. I don't care about getting every illustration. I'm literally looking for like uncommons and a couple rares. And I think the good thing is that when they end up putting in trading, that'll probably be good for me because that's the stuff that I'm missing.
And I'm assuming that they're probably not going to have trades for like gold EXs or whatever. But the actual stuff that you are getting back from the packs and the drop rates themselves are abysmal in this game. And again, I'm saying this, I also feel crazy that I'm on this side of this argument because I am like a staunch Pokemon defender. Like notoriously. I have talked about this. I love Pokemon Company. I love playing the Pokemon games. Like I talk about this all the time on the show. But this particular game has actually upset me with the amount of stuff that you have to do as someone who is a free player and what you end up getting if you end up pulling duplicates. I feel like there needs to be at least one other way to trade in stuff, and they need to do something else with like the shine currency because I am never spending any of that. And my guess,
it's stupid.
It's like for the flares, nobody is using flares. Nobody. And if you do, I'm not gonna like even the way the flare works, I think is kind of bullshit because you need to go 4 levels up. Yeah. And then once you do that, you have the gold. And then you have like the bubbles, and then you have the stars, and then you have the grass one. So like if I have a grass deck that I want to have cool grass flare on, I have to get 4 of every grass. It's ridiculous.
It's all except the
and I thought the flares were gonna stay there. They like disappear when you play the card.
There's some.
I don't like that.
There's some that are like literally just on.
There's some that stay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then there's most of you play.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And like if you have a high rarity card, you only need to trade in 1 to get the flare.
Yeah.
But like all the other ones, you need multiple copies.
And so to bring things back to Ricky, where you were like saying, "Oh, you thought I was like paying." No, I literally for a day had my phone with me while I was doing other stuff and was playing matches online and leveled up like twice because I wanted to get enough hourglasses to at least see if I can get something. And I haven't gotten anything at all for like over a week and a half off of daily pulls. And it's at a point where like, I love the Pokemon TCG. I had so much fun with this Pocket app, but it's now at a point where it's like, dude, I have to just like stop playing for a while because to me, it's like, it's just diminishing returns at this point. I haven't had anything good and it's actually aggravating in a way that
I think
like,
it's an
I
issue
never would
of
have
also,
expected it to be.
I think it's a skill issue.
Like, the PvP
No,
also
the
have a
game
problem
itself,
with
how it
because
goes.
it's
Like it was a long rant just to really kind of circle back to that, right?
I don't like how it's 20 card
at a time,
decks,
bro.
I agree.
20 card decks, and the card pool is like
Yeah, the card pool is pretty shit.
I talked about this on McDare's stream. I can't stand how it pretty much eliminates every single other type of deck in the main TCG. There's no mill decks. There's no like bench decks.
Oh no, that's gonna no. You can't do that because that's what happens in Duel Links. Like that's just a way when you truncate.
It'll
TCG
happen
like
eventually.
that, yeah, when
But
you
the truncated
truncate.
version of the TCG, I have no problem with. In fact, I like that. Like for me, playing the game, even if you're like, oh, okay, here's the same Pikachu and Mewtwo deck I've battled 100 times and I've beaten 100 times. Like that to me doesn't bother me because like I know how to beat them. It's like free EXP for me. I don't really care. But like, so again, it's not like the diversity of the meta itself that's bothering me. It's literally the amount of time spent, even as someone who is playing and not spending any money. I feel like in other gacha games, in your Genshins, in your Honkai Star Rails, right? In multiple other gacha, I would even argue in One Piece Treasure Cruise, they give you better things if you're like a free player. Which is nuts.
You're not about to compare this game to no fucking gacha
Roger,
game, bro.
like the point I was trying to kind of come around on before was like that there was a reason for that, and it's like when you're getting a card in Pokemon TCG, that's it. There's no star levels for it. There's no gear. There's no
You
constellations.
don't have to pour in
the
10 months of resources you collected.
It's like it's obfuscation of the fact that you're not getting a lot when you don't spend money. Like it's like, oh look, you got like 20 sparkles and 50 special runes. Like it's just to mask the fact that you're getting nothing.
It seems like a healthy mobile game in the fact that it's almost like they don't want you to play it for a long time. They want you to play it when you're taking a shit, and that's it.
Yeah, I found like that's my problem with it right now because like I don't really battle in it. Like at first,
I only
it's
collect.
so new, but right now I'm just collecting, and I'm at the point now where I've pretty much gotten everything. So now I'm just opening up the app when it's giving me the notification I have a daily tag.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the only thing for the points is like cards, like you said. So like as a free-to-play player, yeah, you're not getting a lot because those points exist for the people that are spending. Like it's not really for free-to-play players.
You,
You'll get there eventually. But like it's for the people who are spending hundreds or thousands of dollars to do something with the hundreds or thousands of duplicates that they get compared to, you know, the probably double digits that you're getting.
Well, I was going to pair that. Isn't there a limit too on how much you can spend in a day? I'm sorry to cut you off.
So, in like Grand Blue is like the game I'm playing on another monitor right now, and that has a spark system. So basically, as you're pulling, you're getting sparks, and once you build up every spark, you get up 1 spark per pull. Basically, you build up 300 of those. You do 30-10 pulls, or yes. And then you can pick any character you want on the banner. That's what those things remind me of, more so than like the way it works in like Honkai or Zenless, where it's like you're slowly building this stuff. You can grab other things you build up over time, because like when the banner switches, those points go away. So when they put out a new expansion, those points you have go away. So the idea is you save up as much as you want. Like as you keep pulling, you save those up, and eventually you get something big, like one big thing. If you're saving the whole time as a free-to-play player, While the whales, like Warchamp said and you said, they just spend a ton and then can grab whatever they want. But it's like a thing that you have to just slowly build up and commit to.
There's stark differences to me though. Like obviously in this fucking game, like you can get anything for free. Like when you get that free pull and you get a goddamn full art.
God pack. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Like I love that.
Hey, hold on, buddy. I'm just saying, you comparing this shit to gacha games. When in the gacha game, you can you pull for exactly what you want. You can see it right in front of you. You might have to do some shit to get some resources, but you can still do it. In this game, you pull whatever the fuck, get whatever the fuck, whenever the fuck. Maybe you're not always lucky, but the opportunity to get any card is right there every single day for free. Like it's not the same. I wouldn't compare how you get cards in this game to like a character in a fucking gacha game. It's not the same.
But I would in the sense that if you were talking in like,
another thing,
making the decks, right? Go ahead.
How are these people gonna make money if they give you all the pack points for free off your free pool?
Okay, there we go.
That's not what I'm saying, though. What I'm saying is that
I'm saying you don't like the pack point system, but I'm saying they're pretty generous. No, like let's just keep it
the pack point system initially, right, when you're initially playing through the game is good, because I've used them to get good cards that I needed. But the problem was that once you are at a point where you're like, I need a card for a deck that's just like a uncommon or like a rare, I think that's where trading is actually going to come into play and like be really helpful. And I think because that meta hasn't been added yet and they haven't implemented trading, it's at like a frustrating point where then I'm using these daily pulls
Wonder pick.
For literally, like wonder picks have been ass for me too. They've
been good for me
unlucky
lately
with wonder picks, and I also feel like it's crazy because almost everybody has had the exact same feeling that everybody else seems to be having in this call, which is
okay. Hold on. Ass is crazy, big dad. You're capping like shit, buddy.
Blaine?
Yes, bro. Blaine is angry. You immediately fucking nigga up. You ain't got to set up fucking 10 energies on your Charizard in the back.
I think the Charizard is just way stronger. I mean, I guess
right out the gate doing damage,
straight
bro.
up. I saw it and I was theory crafting it, but then I thought like I just play these two. I haven't played against it, so maybe like there's something I'm not seeing. But yeah,
Blaine is not us. I'll tell you that right now.
I like the speed of Blaine.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Blade is good.
You go out your fucking rapid ass turn 2, and you.
I think every trainer card is mostly pretty good.
I don't think Brock's that good.
Brock is the only bad one, but if you're playing,
hold on, Golem
that's what I was about to say. If you're playing Golem,
Golem is kind of demonic.
I think Onyx is also pretty good. If Onyx only costed like 1 less energy for his attack, that card would be crazy.
He'd be busted.
I guess whenever I play, it's like the same decks. That was my complaint last time. It's like I kind of wish they had more cards, like compared to Master Duel when that launched, because there's just like
you just gotta wait like 3 weeks, man.
That's what I was gonna say. Roger, I don't think trades are gonna fix the thing. Like, I don't think they're gonna actually matter as much as you think they're gonna matter. Like,
for me, I think they will, because again, I already have the decks I want, and I can easily build out other decks, and I'm having fun with the actual game itself. It's like the collection aspect is what I'm finding.
What I'm
to
saying
be
is,
fun.
like, I hope you are not under the impression that you will be able to trade at will.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because I hope you don't think that they were going to allow you to trade as many cards as you want every day, no matter what. Because
of course not. No. You'll probably have a limit of like a trade a day or whatever.
No. I think you will be able to trade with one person a card a day.
That's fine. I have literally a girlfriend in my house that plays the game regularly that has lots of duplicates that did spend money on the game that I could literally just trade with. Like that aspect is not a problem for me at all. To have some, and also I have all of you. Literally, I have all of you.
No. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I think you'll be able to trade with one. I think you'll be able to trade once a day.
Yeah, but that's fine. Again, like
I know.
I'm
just saying. It still doesn't. I don't know if that directly solves your.
That for sure does. Yeah, because if I need like 6 that absolutely does. If I need 6 Kanto Pokemon left, which is like what I need to get the Mew illustration right now, and I've only been on free pulls, and I just need like Poliwrath and I don't know what the other ones are.
It's guaranteed in a week.
Right.
You would
in a week.
Exactly.
Then in a week. Yeah. In a week, I'm like, cool, I got my Mew, whatever. But instead, what has happened is I've been playing regularly, doing pack openings 3 times a day, whatever, using the hourglasses, leveling up, playing the games, everything, pulling on packs, hoping that I'm getting like a rare or an uncommon, not even looking for the EXs, just because that's the thing that I need to get that Mew illustration, and it's still been nothing. And I'm still getting duplicates of stuff when I'm missing basic other common, uncommon, and like rare things that I would have used for the pack points, but I used the pack points, as you guys were explaining earlier, in the way that I felt I was supposed to use them, which is you save up for one that you know is going to be a really difficult pull, and you get that one, so then you don't have to like constantly be pulling over and over again.
What if they do the thing where you're not allowed to
I actually
trade a card?
feel you, Roger.
What if they do the thing?
You get where Mike like bothers.
No, but isn't that circumvented?
From an emotional standpoint, if you sit there and save up 24-hour glasses and get 5 Psyducks in your pool,
that's what I'm
you
saying,
want to die.
bro.
That's what I'm saying. Is,
someone's got to go at that point. Exactly.
Not to say that they're going to do this. What I'm saying is that, it is also a very common practice, and I don't know what another game I play does this, and I can't think of it right now, but it's you can't trade it unless you've gotten it yourself.
I don't think they're going to do that though, because that would defeat. Why would
dumb.
You? If that was the case,
like unless
so
you
fucking
hold, like basically it's the thing of like, oh, you like I need a copy of this because I have 12 Farfetches, right? Or it's called I need 13, but I have a Farfetch, like that kind of thing. Or it's like I have a Mewtwo, I need a second Mewtwo for my deck.
So trading is only for deck building and not collecting.
Oh, I could see that. Okay, I could see that.
Like so Roger, if you need if you need a Pikachu, right? You have to at least have pulled your own Pikachu, because I can trade you copies, but I can't trade you a card that you haven't pulled yourself.
If I will tell you this right now. If that does end up being the case, I'm fucking uninstalling this piece of shit immediately. I will tell you right now.
Why are you relying on trading this card,
piece of shit right there? Because if that is, I'm saying this as somebody who loves it. I am uninstalling this piece of shit. That is actually genuinely absurd.
The game is perfectly playable without trading, though.
I understand. But what I'm saying is, if that I do, what I'm saying is, I am completely okay playing the same meta and playing all the same stuff against the same decks because I'm constantly winning and getting my EXP. But I highly doubt that. When you literally have Pokemon Go, being able to trade things that you don't have, you just need enough Stardust to do it. If trades are somehow what you can use like the flare stuff on, you have the flare stuff that I'm never going to use. Like if there's some type of currency,
that's what I'm saying. There has to be some,
but that's fine with me. That's fine. If there's a caught, I don't care. That's fine. Because I play enough and I enjoy the base game enough where if it's something that I can earn, I'm happy to play more of the game if I know that is something that is relatively achievable. But if it is some bullshit that like you need to pull this card yourself to be able to trade for this card, and it's like an uncommon or a rare, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying is that does not make sense. I will uninstall the game.
In the other,
I need everyone to realize. I don't think we need to cut this into 2 episodes.
No, it's gonna be a
we
long
haven't
episode.
talked about the Game Awards,
fuck down
dude.
and deal with it. It's gonna be 1 episode, all right? Just relax.
Okay.
We're talking about the Game Awards. Relax.
Well, I was gonna say, Roger. You know what I've been playing?
He's crashing out.
Hey, Roger, do you know what I've been playing?
He's crashing out.
Hey, Roger, you know what game I've been playing?
Free to play.
Hey, Roger, you know what game I've been playing?
What, some Final Fantasy 14 bullshit where you're promoting your show.
No, you
Sit the
fucking
fuck
moron.
down.
I've been
We're
playing
talking
Game of the
about
Year
the
nominee
Game Awards.
Balatro, you dickhead.
Okay, we'll talk about Balatro and we're doing Game of the Year thing. I'm not doing this right now. All right. The Game of the Year nominations got announced. We now know our 6 nominees for Game of the Year, one of which Tito was playing, which was Balatro. Okay, the 6 games nominated for Game of the Year this year
5
are
games.
It's 6 games. Why are you even doing this? I
5
swear to
games
God.
and 1 expansion.
It is 5 games and 1
Just
expansion.
literally, just end your virtual life in Final Fantasy 14, please. All right, this is it. Astrobot, Balatro, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Air Tree.
Click with my nose for
Metaphor,
Roger.
Metaphor ReFantazio, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. What is the 6th game again? I already said Elden
Black
Ring.
Myth
That's the
Wukong.
sequel. Thank you. And Black Myth Wukong. Those are our 6 nominees for Game of the Year. Now, please, War Champ, go on ahead. Do you think that Elden Ring should have been eligible? Go ahead.
No.
Okay, explain.
I like if they want to make a category for like best game update or something, sure. I don't understand why you would.
There is technically a thing for updates, the community update thing.
Yeah, community
What's community
support or
support?
ongoing
That's
game. One of those.
Is anybody even taking the Game Awards seriously enough to give a fuck that Elden Ring is there again? I don't give a goddamn.
Yeah, I'm only
I don't
watching for
show
the
a
commercials.
goddamn joke. I don't give a fuck.
No, you know there's people that give a fuck about that shit.
Yeah, I know. Sound like some of
Yeah,
y'all.
and they weigh like 652 pounds.
Oh my god, my hands are up for that. I didn't say that. That was me.
You really
But it's true.
Reload exists.
I just want to understand why they felt the need to do that.
I'm going to be real. Money. That's why.
Yeah,
that's why.
I know.
Same reason Multiverse is up there for fighting game of the year again. Get that bullshit out of my face.
That's fucking insane. Hold on. That's fucking insane. Considering that Under Night 2 and fucking Rivals 2 came out this year.
They've really just said fuck Under Nights.
Because I definitely agree that on one hand, I understand why people are upset about the Elden Ring thing, right? Because like Elden Ring, you in order to get to the part of the game that is Shadow of the Air Tree, you have to play through a substantial amount of Elden Ring. It's not like
What's wrong with that?
It's just like well, no, but what I'm saying is, say for there's nothing wrong with that. But say for example, like with Torna, right, or with some of the other like Xenoblade expansions.
It's not a chunk of standalone content.
Right.
It's
You
an
can
extension.
just start that immediately. Right. This is an extension of something else. And so I've seen that as the argument. But I've also seen people who were upset about Elden Ring getting nominated and then being like, oh, but this is so unfair because Future Redeemed didn't get nominated or Phantom Liberty didn't get nominated.
I need everyone that tweeted that to know something.
Yeah.
A Xenoblade game will never win Game of the Year. Okay.
It literally just got nominated 2 years ago, though.
It's not going to win. Ever.
No.
Ever.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, whether that's true or not, right? I think the thing is there are a lot of people who are upset that it seems like they changed the rules and bent the rules for Elden Ring. And the thing that I don't understand, which is I also think where Shofu's coming from, and I think where you're coming from, Zeph, is like I watch award shows, they are always rigged. People always pay for these things. There's literally, if you live in Los Angeles, there are always around Oscar season giant for your consideration billboards that these companies pour lots of money into to get their movies and to get their actors nominated.
I have a
for
fun
things.
fact that I found out the other day.
Go ahead.
I guess technically last week. So Golden Joystick Awards happened, right? And that's 100% fan voted, right?
Sure.
So every award that was won there, a fan voted one award. When I was looking at the FAQ for the Game Awards because of the DLC shit that Jeff added, I also stumbled across that the voting for the Game Awards is 10% fan voted, 90% jury voted.
Right. Which it is. And I think there's a lot of people who don't know that about it, which is a big reason why I was kind of surprised Black Myth Wukong was there. Because the judging board, well, and actually this goes into something else, which I'll explain. The judging board that voted for Black Myth Wukong to be Game of the Year, right? Most of them were on the record saying, that game actually, I don't really think it's as good as people are saying it is. It rated below a lot of other games this year. Things like Infinite Wealth rated better, Persona rated better. So on one hand, you're thinking, okay, well, this jury
that said that these other games were better voted in Black Myth, which I feel like is kind of like a player's choice kind of game this year. Lots of people have played it and enjoyed it. It's got a huge player base. It's a great game, right? What I found interesting afterwards was that Black Myth Wukong obviously has a major release in China, and this happens to be the first year the Game Awards is ever being telegraphed in China. It's going to be televised in China for the first time this year. And the
Roger, I have the real reason.
Wait, no, but listen. The jury board this year is also an international jury board. So even though North American reviewers did not necessarily love Black Myth Wukong, internationally it did very, very well, which is what got it into Game of the Year.
Okay, I have the real reason.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's because Kojima told Jeff that he loved Black Myth Wukong.
And that's why I put it in.
Exactly.
Look,
that's why I put it.
Look, bro.
Actually, I would buy that. I'd buy that.
Award shows, I don't, just like Shova said, them shit's trash. 50 Cent didn't win a single fucking Grammy the year he got nominated, bro. I don't trust none of this shit, bro.
Macklemore won over Kendrick Lamar.
Bro,
I think 50 Cent should win
Richard
Game of the
Jai
Year.
Trying didn't win a single fucking Grammy, okay? Get
What'd
the
you say
fuck
about-
out of here with all this
What'd you
bullshit,
say about
bro.
50 Cent, Zeph?
I think he should win Game of the Year.
You think 50 Cent should win game? Wasn't there a 50 Cent game a couple
I
years
don't
ago?
care. He himself
you
should
talk
just win the
about
prize.
Def Jam?
No. 50 Cent has an
No,
actual
50
game.
Cent had a
Oh no,
game.
or you talk
Blood
about
on
his
the
actual
Sand.
game.
Yeah, Blood on the
His
Sand.
actual game. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
then never mind.
He's got
Then
two
yes,
games,
the answer to the
actually.
question is yes, but I just wanted to clarify which one you were talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on the Game of the Year stuff?
I mean,
Wait,
That's-
are we
there's
gonna do our
another
own that's gonna
category.
be better?
Well, we can. I was going to ask sort of what you guys think you want to win in each category as we're going through these.
I mean, I
'Cause
think
feel like
Rebirth
that
is
would
winning
be
Game of the Year,
Where's
right?
the category so I can?
I hope
jog
to
my
God
memory?
Rebirth is. I
know
don't
about
think Rebirth is a lock. To be fair, I want Rebirth to win. I don't think Rebirth necessarily is a lock.
I think Rebirth is a lock.
I
Part
think
of me-
Balatro should win.
I also think Bellatra.
How is
Bellatra would be cool,
Balatro
though.
I'd be
up
happy if Bellatra won.
for?
Yeah.
Explain that to me, because I'm seeing Balatro.
Do your own
I
research.
think I
Rebirth.
think it had the biggest.
So how does
global
that make sense?
Effect purely because it got a mobile game. So I think, and it's also just a really high quality game. I don't know.
Bellatro's whole PR campaign is just play it, and then like everybody who plays it goes, "I get it." That's how you know a game is
You can
good.
play it
If
on
they
your
have no
phone. You don't
marketing.
even need PC.
I do think it's kind of cool though that if Balatro was to win, because Balatro, I saw the developers mention that the game itself is a smaller file size than the trailers they upload for it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think it's kind of crazy. Yeah.
I think Balatro won something at Golden Joystick. I can't remember. Let me look it up really quick.
The only game I actually think should deserve, because it's also nominated for joysticks, is Helldivers.
I voted for everything that Helldivers was in because it made the most sense.
Yeah, I mean,
I heard the
Helldivers,
most about
everything
that. It's
that's
just kind of quiet now.
By the way, Balatro won Best Indie at Joystick.
Oh, nice.
Which it'll probably, to be fair, it's going to win Best Indie at the Game Awards too. That's like a lock.
It's like slapping a sticker onto it.
That's all the Game Awards shows.
I don't know. I just feel like it's so high quality compared to other indie games out now.
It's a bunch of circle jerking prestige. I honestly think Helldivers 2 would have done like so much better if Sony hadn't blown its own leg off with that fucking game.
Or you had to log in with your PlayStation account or whatever.
All they had to do was say nah, and that game would have like just coasted.
That game would have got Game of the Year noms all over the place for sure.
Yes.
People wouldn't stop talking about it for months.
Yeah, for months
and then that
people were
happened.
super into it. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
You still have to do that?
Yes.
Game Awards.
That's funny.
You still what?
Have to log
have a
in.
PlayStation thing, and
No, you
then
don't.
they took it out of
No, you
some
don't.
regions, didn't they? Still
No,
take
you
it out
don't.
of some
I'm
regions,
playing it
or
right
did they
now. No,
change
you
it?
don't.
No. They got rid of the login and they stopped selling the game entirely in some regions.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Which is the part they didn't say out loud.
That makes the most
Because-
amount of sense.
Because the rationale was like, well, it's one or the other. And that's
See,
a publisher thing. That's not a dev thing, obviously.
See, while we're on the topic of the Game of the Year debate, though, like as cool as it would be for Balatro to win, and as much as I want Rebirth to win, and I think it should win, I honestly think the votes are going to split between Rebirth and Metaphor, and I think it's actually going to go to Astrobot.
I feel like
I also
Astrobot.
think Astrobot should win.
Because
I would be very
Astrobot
happy
to
with
me-
Astrobot winning.
Astrobot seems like a safe pick that's just gonna kind of make everybody happy. That like it's a fun little platformer game. I think like it's a well-made game. It's a quick kind of single-player game. It's something that primarily is not on like PlayStation platforms. I've seen a lot of people saying that they really enjoyed it, that they liked it more than even other Mario games, and I feel like that would be kind of cool. There's not like I think if Astrobot wins, that seems like the safest thing in which people are going to agree on the game of the year. Whereas I think you're going to get like, again, a JRPG split with Rebirth and Metaphor. I also don't think while it got nominated, I don't think there's a single chance that Shadow of the Erdtree wins. So that was another reason why I was like, why are people so angry about this? Because it's not going to win.
Real fast though, because you say that, but then remember the year It Takes Two got nominated and it won?
Right, but but that year was garbage. That year comparatively, if you look at this year and that year in the Game Awards, they're kind of similar, but like the year that It Takes Two won. I'm going to pull this up real quick. The Game Awards.
I remember what I'm pissed off about.
That was an off year.
I remember what I'm fucking pissed off about.
Say it while
Why
I
the
pull this up.
fuck is Plucky Squire in Best Debut Indie? Why?
What is your vendetta?
What the fuck even is that?
That game is
it's
fucking
a cool looking game.
No, it's not.
Oh my god.
Wait, visually, hold on. You're retconning reality. Visually, that game looks cool.
No,
we
it's
know.
not.
We
I
know.
played it. I played it. It's not.
No, Coach, you're ignoring what he's saying. He's saying
No,
it's a
I'm not.
cool looking game.
No.
No.
It's got nothing to do with how it plays or how it feels.
You both are missing the point of what he's
I-
saying,
I-
which is that
I'm-
it's so shit that it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
No, just because something is shit doesn't mean you can't acknowledge the good qualities it has. What the fuck?
Right.
And it has zero. That's why.
That can't possibly
That's
be true. You bought
objectively
the
wrong.
game, didn't you?
Okay, but I'm the only one here that played it.
Did you
So I
buy
can
it?
say whatever.
Did you pay money? Did you pay
Yes.
money to buy it? Why'd
Yes,
you buy it? Why'd you buy it? Why?
Because I had hope that it would be a good game. and
Oh, you
know
had
what?
hope? Why did you have hope?
For what reasons?
Why'd you have hope?
It looked interesting.
And there it
was
is.
interesting. Interesting.
It
that
looked interesting.
That's crazy.
Because of the premise, not because of the
Wow,
visuals.
bro. Also,
Hello?
so it still has something going for it.
Hello?
Spend your money on it.
I also lied about spending money. I played that shit on Game Pass.
What? Why would you lie for no reason?
He got
Now
your
you're- now
ass.
you're
He
really-
got your ass.
What?
You're done.
Sometimes it's just fun to lie.
You got juked, ankles broken. God.
That's still spending money.
I looked up while you guys were talking about that. I looked up what else was nominated the year It Takes Two won. Yeah, It Takes Two winning is kind of bullshit because Metroid Dread was that year. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart was that year.
Crazy game.
Resident Evil Village was that year.
Yeah.
And then it was Psychonauts 2 and Deathloop. Those were the other nominees.
Okay, now Roger, look up It Takes Two sales numbers.
Okay, well, it probably not good, is my assumption.
Okay, go look it up.
What are you talking about?
Let's see.
What are you talking
Oh
about?
no, it did very well. 20 million units.
It takes two.
It Takes Two won 20 million.
A lot of people that casually play games really like that game.
Yeah, it's a girlfriend game, bro.
Yeah.
Is there an expansion of the year category?
Is it
You would
hating
know
to
that
say
if
that
you
I
had a
hope?
girlfriend,
There's
Roger.
not.
Interesting that you
I
do.
know.
That's crazy.
Is it hating to say
Yeah,
that
there
I
should
hope
be,
that
but there-
that Rebirth doesn't win a single award? Is that hating?
Yeah,
That is,
hating.
yeah. I'll kick you
Yeah.
off the show. to be
Yeah.
fair, if you say
Why?
that. Just don't ever say that again, and I'll kick you off the show. So don't.
What
don't
happened?
Say that.
Is that all it takes?
Wait, what?
So wait.
Wait, so you're
that's
getting
all
kicked
it
off
takes
the
for you to
show?
kick me off the show.
You're gonna go off the show.
But I've
Yeah,
been
you're done.
begging you to kick Fidel off the show.
Bro,
for
he's
years.
That's not
Yeah.
to be
He's
fair,
not
he's
even
not
here
here.
anymore. Like,
You
what?
can
You
dialogue
already
with
was
him.
here
You
earlier.
guys are.
What?
You're getting.
Yeah, for 20
you're getting
seconds.
the
He was
you won
here
the
earlier.
battle. You won the battle.
Why are you
Tito.
acting like
He's gone.
He was literally here not that long ago.
Bro, he has not
was
been
here
here
for-
for more than
he was-
10 minutes
he was-
for the like.
That doesn't
He
matter.
contributed
He
a lot this
Nah,
episode, if you
It
remember.
does matter. That dude is
Let's
not here.
not-
Like ever.
But-
You won.
Probably whatever he likes.
Okay. Look
That's
at hear
some
me
It
out.
is
hater
hating,
Okay?
though, to be
activity,
fair.
McGee.
All right,
Game
I'll
of the
hear you.
year.
I'll hear you out.
It's-
Yeah, yeah.
Game of the
Yeah.
year.
Uh-huh.
I actually want Astrobot to win. Like I'm
That's
actually
fine.
serious.
That's
Okay.
fine. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, mark
Best
it down.
game
That's fine.
direction.
Tito for Astro.
Are we
Huh?
going down the line in Discord order?
No,
We're gonna
I'm just
do
saying,
this.
I'm
We might
looking
as
at all
well.
the things that Rebirth is like nominated for. Direction, again, I want Astrobot to win, or Metaphor, that's fine. All the other categories that Final Fantasy Rebirth is in, I'm like, eh.
You don't think it's gonna win best voiceover performance for
Let me
Brianna?
see,
who
let me
played
see who's
Aerith?
let me see who's in that. Hold
The
on.
dude from Silent Hill, Aerith, and then like nobody else that's of any value.
Let me just look. Let me just look.
Oh my god.
For the category, obviously the actors have
Oh
value.
my
I just say
god.
for this year,
Imagine being a
it's
part
one
of
of
this
the
They
tag
have no
and saying that
value.
shit.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Roger.
I don't mean.
Jesus
I'm
fucking
just saying that this year it's literally between Brianna and the dude from Silent Hill. The other ones do not matter this year.
What are we saying
Okay,
right
but
now, dude?
I wouldn't call that. No, but that's not the game getting an award. It's that person
But it
getting
counts.
an award.
That counts towards the game.
It does not
Yeah.
count.
Okay.
It doesn't go on the box.
Sometimes it does.
I've never seen that on the box.
Someone said
I
imagine
know
if one of them
I've
listened
seen
to the
it.
Like, for
podcast.
example, score and music, metaphor.
No.
No, hell no.
Absolutely
No,
not.
no.
No
I think
way.
Final Fantasy.
No, not even close.
Doesn't Final Fantasy smack them?
I would even
Yeah.
say
100%.
I'm saying this
yeah,
as the person who has Metaphor as my personal game of the year. Rebirth
Yeah.
soundtrack destroys it. Like
Yeah.
it's not
I
even
haven't
close.
even played Rebirth, and I've played Metaphor.
and Metaphor's
And
got
I've
great
played-
music, but it's got like
that's the category where if Rebirth doesn't win, I'll genuinely be
Right.
angry.
Well, the issue is Metaphor has great music, but FF7 is all these already iconic.
Oh, maybe that's
songs
what it is. Maybe I don't give a
being
shit.
made
Yeah,
even better.
I don't have nostalgia, so that's
But
probably
even,
what it is too.
I mean,
neither
to be
do I.
fair, Neither do I. I was
I
gonna
don't
say I
have
don't have
that
any
much either.
nostalgia for
Most of
Final
the
Fantasy
songs-
VII.
the songs are just
I was
great.
a
Yours
Nintendo
don't work,
kid.
cuz.
I don't know. I don't know.
Especially because the soundtrack in that game, there's like 400 music tracks. All of them are a variety of different genres.
I still want to know why
Everything is
Smash
good.
didn't win this category.
That is
That's
also
fine.
absurd that Smash didn't
Because
win
they're
that year.
cheating. You can't give it to
No, they're
Smash.
not.
Oh no, they're all new remixes and stuff. That absolutely
Not all of
counts.
them, right?
Well, a lot of them.
Not
yeah.
all.
A lot
They do a lot of new remixes with people from all over.
I'm going
the
down.
industry,
I'm going down
like-
this list now.
Yeah.
Art direction.
But
is,
I,
okay, Final Fantasy-
wait. But while we're even on score and music, I was gonna say I wouldn't even say Metaphor second. I would have said Stellar Blade second.
No,
if it
that's
wasn't
cap.
gonna vote for Rebirth, I would have voted for Stellar Blade. The music in Stellar Blade's phenomenal.
That's Metaphor hating.
No, it's not. I like the music in Metaphor.
I'm a Metaphor hater, but I wouldn't. I don't
Like,
know.
Stellar Blade has
I
some
just
really good
don't like it.
songs, but I still wouldn't vote it over Metaphor.
I'm not a hater of Metaphor. I just don't care about it at all.
Maybe I need to listen to the Rebirth soundtrack again. I haven't heard
It's
it in a while.
really good. Yeah, I would listen to it.
I've been
'cause it
listening
is
to.
very good.
I've never played any of the.
I knew that was the one that was
FF7
carrying
remakes.
for you. I knew.
But I listened to
Well,
the
of course, it
soundtrack.
carries
He
for
was
everybody.
rapping.
Of course, it's a good song. Yeah,
Kingdom Hearts didn't win either. Yeah, that's fair.
that's true.
Best adaptation. It's Arcane. Moving on.
Wait. You gotta go in order. We're going in. There's a lot of stuff here. Hold on. Just wait.
Wait, no, I'm
I
going
mean,
in order.
obviously. No, you're not. It's, I'm looking at this right now.
Talk about it, kind of stuff.
Oh, we have a different. Yeah. Hold on. Let me.
Oh,
let me
we
pull
have a
up
different. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
we have a different
you pull
list.
it up. We can talk about
Yeah,
it. That's
yeah,
fine.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you pull up the list then. That's fine. Because I was
Okay,
like, I'm
okay,
on the
I'll
website.
okay.
And we're going in a completely different order.
We are
Yeah.
going in a completely different order. Let me because I'm on Polygon.
I was like, we
right
went
now.
from game direction and then it was like into narrative.
I'm on Polygon right now. So it's
Okay,
fine.
that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, let me just. I'm gonna pull it up on Polygon because it's easier for me to read.
Easy. That's fine.
What other expansions came out this year in the meantime?
Dawn Trail.
Yeah, Dawn Trail.
Sure.
What did come out? Dawn Trail, Diablo Vessel of Hatred, Factorio
Yep.
Space Age,
Wasn't Dawn Trail like
Ring, DLC.
Dawn
Yeah.
Trail got nominated
Dawn
for
Trail's
Best
okay.
Ongoing.
Dawn
Right?
Trail's
Dawn
okay.
Yeah, Dawn
That's
Trail's
it.
okay.
Like if they just want to feed Elden Ring an award, why didn't they just do an expansion of the year award?
Because Jeff wanted to do it this way.
He wants to give them
Yeah.
the big gold trophy.
But again, he's not even going to give it to them. So
He's
I
doing
feel
this
like-
because the Bill Clinton kid showed up the other time.
Oh my god, that was
paying-
during
he's
Elden Ring.
paying
wasn't it? I
reprimand,
forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about
Wow, I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
This
Yeah,
is reparations.
Could you imagine they get him to present it?
that never happened. Jeff wants that guy dead. I'm pretty sure at some point Jeff would
so
hire a hit on
funny.
that guy.
Name
I
five
guarantee you.
He
The
wants
look
him
on Jeff's
dead.
face. Oh, absolutely. I guarantee you, Jeff, as he holds his pillow before he goes to bed, he wishes for like a car to hit that kid. Guaranteed.
Name 10
100%.
DLCs.
Gets night terrors of him.
Do you know that kid has like a
Oh,
huge
yeah.
podcast now?
I'm sure he does now, but I'm saying I'm sure Jeff Keighley, a non-zero amount of times, has wished for his death as well.
He
Both
had
things
one of the
could be
Impractical
same.
Jokers on it.
Well, look, he's not going to have Jeff Keighley on. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so
but here's-
we did-
All
we
right,
did-
so let's
hold
go
on.
in order. Okay. So game of the year, we already talked about a bit.
game direction
Game
again.
direction.
I like Astrobot here. I'm gonna be honest, but I still don't even know what they mean by this.
Let me see what they hold on. Let me see what I voted for.
Oh,
I don't really know
Alright,
what they mean
so-
by game direction. I'm
Would
gonna be
you mind
honest.
when we go to this? Can you read them out?
Oh,
So
yeah,
best
sure.
game, yeah. Best game direction is Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Air Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. So it's 6 for 6, same as the game of the year. Yeah.
Thank you, producer McDareth.
No problem.
So then, what do you guys think for game direction?
I don't really know what this award is supposed to be. So,
Well, specifically, the description for best game direction is awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in design.
I think I voted Balatro for this.
okay, I'm not mad at actually that. If that's the definition, I'm not mad at Astrobot or Balatro.
So then the next category after that was best ongoing game.
14. Moving on.
Destiny 2.
Hell no, hold on.
Diablo
Just
4,
kidding.
No.
Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Helldivers 2. Yeah, those are the five.
I actually unironically think it's Helldivers 2.
I think I voted Helldive. Or wait, was Fortnite in this?
Yes.
Fortnite
See,
was
okay, I
the
voted
issue is,
Fortnite.
like, recency hurts this shit so much because people, I think, forgot about Helldivers after all of that stuff.
I mean, yeah, it missed the game of the year nomination.
They got Ice Spice in Fortnite right now.
That's great.
That's
then
why
Fortnite
I'm
wins.
voting.
Fortnite wins.
Yeah, I voted
No.
Fortnite just because of a lot of it.
Fortnite has so much support.
The Marvel stuff in Fortnite I thought was great too. Like all the stuff they did with Doctor Doom and everything was a lot of fun. Doing Godzilla next. All right, so after that we have Best Art Direction, which is Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Air Tree, Metaphor, and Neva, which is that really pretty indie game from the creators of Grease. Best Art Direction, I actually voted Elden Ring in this category, but I'm fine with anything else. Metaphor, I think would make a lot of sense.
I just think
I voted
teams like UI design is just so.
It's
iconic
amazing.
that,
Yeah,
like, nothing is really.
I think I
close to it.
voted. What did you just? Elden Ring or Rebirth? I think I voted for here.
Do you think they just wanted Metaphor for Persona 4 Reload, so there weren't 2 Atlas games on here?
I do actually think that having Metaphor hurt Persona 3 Reload. Yeah.
Persona 3's artworks is crazy, but I can now that I think about it, that makes sense why it's on none of them, because it would have been 2 Atlas games in like half these lists.
Yeah.
I also think because it came out so early in the year that they also forgot.
Infinite Wealth Infinite Wealth is the name of it. The Like a Dragon RPG also kind of suffers from the same thing. Came out in like January. Best mobile game was AFK Journey, Balatro, Wuthering Waves, Zenless Zone Zero, and Pokemon TCG Pocket. I also voted TCG Pocket despite my rant earlier.
That's crazy.
I still voted for TCG Pocket.
You're a hypocrite.
I voted Pocket because I didn't play Balatro on mobile. So
I did, and it's Balatro.
I'm just saying, if I was gonna play a card game, I'd rather.
I imagine it's
Pokemon
better
than
on mobile.
Clouds.
It
and
is
Balatro
better on
probably
mobile.
is a better game, but I just, even despite my issues with the drops in TCG Pocket, I still have had more fun with Pocket, so I'm voting for Pocket.
Yes.
I voted, I should say. Yeah, already did.
Best narrative.
This is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Metaphor ReFantazio, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, one of the most overrated franchises of all time, and Silent Hill 2.
I think I gave this to Metaphor because I'm still a hater of what they've been doing with Rebirth.
That's fair. I also think Rebirth shouldn't necessarily win this category in terms of narrative. I would also really like to see Like a Dragon win, but Metaphor I think is probably the safe bet for this category.
I agree.
Oh yeah, this is the one best performance.
Performance.
Yeah,
this is what I was.
So this is Brianna, who was the voice of Aerith in Final Fantasy, Luke from Silent Hill 2, and then 3 other people that are not as important as the other 2.
I had to Google all these people.
No, the other 3 here. Jokes aside, the other 3, one is nominated from Life is Strange, one is nominated from the garbage Star Wars game that came out earlier this year, and one is nominated from Hellblade, which again is the most overrated franchise of all time. One of them. So that's why I'm saying.
As an aside, because I know it's completely irrelevant to this particular award, but if we're allowing DLC to be nominated, that God of War DLC was goated. That shit was fire.
I mean, there's a lot of DLC that should be awarded.
Yeah, there's good DLC. They could make a DLC category.
That God of War DLC was very fucking good. I didn't know I wanted Ragnarok to be a roguelike.
Okay, but have you played the Vampire Survivors DLC?
Yes.
Also very good.
Yeah, that's the best thing that I've been playing this year.
Vampire Survivors DLC was really good. Also, early this year, so again, a lot of people forgot about it. I am not the biggest Splatoon fan in the world, but man, the Splatoon 3 DLC was awesome. That was
Very
like
good.
the roguelike tower thing was so much fun.
Yep.
Yeah. So a lot of good ones there. Best score in music. This was the one we already talked about, so we'll skip it. We already kind of mentioned. I guess I'll say the nominees. It's Astrobot, Final Fantasy VII, Metaphor, Silent Hill, and Stellar Blade.
They should all win.
Yeah, they're all great. They're all great. Best audio. So this is not music. This is just like actual audio design. Was Astrobot, Call of Duty, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hellblade, and Silent Hill 2.
Good Silent
I voted Silent Hill.
Yep, there you go. Seems like a good category for it. Best adaptation. This is the one that's pretty much either the Arcane or Fallout category.
It's the Arcane
going
award.
to the other ones. Yeah. But it's Arcane, Fallout,
Fallout's
Knuckles.
still fucking good, man.
Yeah, and Fallout was really good. And also at the time of the voting from the judges, Arcane wasn't finished yet. It was only the first 3 episodes that they were showing.
You want to know fun fact? You want to know a fun fact, Roger?
Let's hear it.
While I was also doing research on the FAQ,
yeah,
there was a specific line about their voting process that said, "Oh, the voting, or sorry, the submission for things that can be nominated, their deadline ends on November, like 20 something, whatever, like November 20th or whatever, which is the day that the final episodes of Arcane came out.
That's so funny." Well, there you go. Yeah, it's Arcane then. There you go. No doubt about it. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, Ella Purnell's winning no matter what in that category.
Yeah, she's winning no matter what. Best independent game, we have Animal Well, Balatro, Lorelei, and the Laser Eyes, Neva, and UFO 50. I think this is probably going to be Balatro, but I'd be cool with Animal Well or UFO.
It's cool seeing UFO 50 being on there. I feel like that game didn't get much recognition this year.
Yep.
For something that's been in development for like 10 years.
And the concept behind it is really cool. The idea of like it being a game based around an old lost video game company and like playing through that entire library of games. It's just a cool concept.
I haven't heard of this. I'm looking at the trailer now. This is sick.
It's like the modern version. Yeah. It's the modern version of like Action 52.
What else we got? We got best debut indie game. This is Animal Well, Balatro, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive, and The Plucky Squire.
By the way, if any of you voted Plucky Squire, let me know so I can personally block you. I can personally condemn you.
It's not that serious.
I think this is the episode. This is the entire episode has been seriousness about it's not that serious topics. To be fair, I feel like that's been the whole thing.
Yeah.
From the beginning. We were talking about the murder victims and Pokemon and all this. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you better watch your mouth.
No,
okay?
no,
You don't want to be
the
next.
the
Anyway,
majority of us
we
were
got
talking
most
about that.
anticipated game.
You
All
can't
right,
threaten him.
we got Death Stranding 2, most anticipated game. I'm not going to threaten you. I like you, McDareth. I might threaten Warchamp though. To be fair, most
I'm
anticipated game.
YouTube channel right now. I installed the
No,
back.
you dare! You
there.
did set up. To be fair, you did set up my OBS. So actually, I shouldn't pick on Warchamp. He does have access. Okay, most anticipated game. This I feel like is going to be the GTA category, but we've got GTA 6, Metroid Prime 4, Monster Hunter Wilds, Ghosts of Yotai, and Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
I mean, Roger, we know what we voted for. Am I right?
I mean, I voted Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
Oh,
for sure.
fuck. What the fuck?
110%. Unless, did you vote for Death Stranding 2?
Of course.
That would have been my second. I would have voted for that second. But it's a Metroid year. Metroid has never been nominated for most anticipated game. I had to go Metroid. Come on.
I really don't care about
yeah,
Metroid.
But it got nominated the year of Grand Theft Auto 6, but Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be nominated for the next 3 years when that game comes out. So,
well, that game's coming out next fall, isn't it?
Only 3.
Yeah, GTA 6 DLC will win Game of the Year in the following year after it's
Probably.
I think that game is like 2026.
That game's definitely next year.
Okay.
We'll see. You guys should do stake bets.
No, put your life savings on it.
Put your bank account on it.
Okay.
Put your life on it.
I'll put my life on it.
Fight to the duel.
Why
right
not?
now.
Let's do it. Let's fight to the death. All right. Anyway, best role-playing game. We got Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring: Shadow of the Air Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. I voted Rebirth, but I actually think Metaphor could win this one.
This is
I
a
voted
stacked
Rebirth.
category.
It is. It's a good year for it.
I think whatever game doesn't win Game of the Year wins this.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with that. Games for Impact. We have Closer the Distance, Indica, Neva, Life is Strange, Hellblade 2, and Tales of Kenzara Zao. I have not played it, but I actually heard that Tales of Kenzara game was actually pretty good.
That's what I voted for as well.
Oh, there you go. Okay, cool. Content Creator of the Year, we have Shofu, Ricky Cocaine, McDareth, and Usada Picora.
Okay,
Ricky
here's the
Cocaine,
thing.
No joke, but why is Shofu and you, Roger, not on this list? What's going on?
The fact that this shit is not Kai Sanat 5 times is
I'm
looking at the
or even Speed.
Speed is not Kai Sanat
Speed and
5
Kai should
times.
both be on here. Yeah.
Neither of them are here.
The only other dude I knew other than Picora was Queso, and I only know him because of the Burger King tier list thing that we talked about on the show. Otherwise, I would not have known any of the other people.
The reason why it's these 5 people, Roger, is because, like you said, how the jury is like international.
I guess
so. They're picking more international people instead of just like 5 US based streamers or content creators.
I'd never.
Oh wait, is it just it's video games?
Maybe they should get their content up then.
Isn't it just video game streamers? So maybe that's why they're not there.
Bro, some of Kai's
literally
streams
with
are
Elden
him
Ring.
playing video games.
I was gonna say the Elden Ring stream from Kai was a huge deal. This
Yeah,
year.
but I don't think.
Kaizo don't always.
Yeah, true, but I don't think he's a gaming streamer. You know.
Yeah, he is. He for sure is.
I would.
What has he been spending the last of 28 days doing?
He still plays games on his stream too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a good balance of both.
It's mainly because like the big things that he gets.
I only watch sometimes, and he's usually doing some crazy shit.
Yeah,
it's his crazy shit that goes viral.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I watched him play Elden Ring.
Loves Souls. Yeah, he loves the Souls games.
Yeah.
It was fun watching him like beat bosses that he struggled on.
For sure. Best action adventure game, we got Astrobot, Prince of Persia, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, which is a travesty that it's even in this category, and then Echoes of Wisdom. Those are the 5.
I voted Helldivers because that's the epitome of action.
Because that's the game I played.
But it's not nominated in this category for action adventure. There's no Helldivers.
I heard action.
I voted for I'd vote for Astrobot here.
Astrobot.
Yeah. Someone said, "Where's Concord?"
Biggest flop category is where that is.
Why don't we have a biggest flop category? I think we should have that.
That would actually be fire if they made a biggest flop
Can we make
category.
awards that are also game awards, but like biggest flop, worst
Literally,
music?
that's literally
We
what I'm
do that.
doing this.
Okay,
we do that.
Literally setting that up.
Yeah, we're definitely
best
doing
action.
that. Best action is Black Myth Wukong, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers, Warhammer, and Stellar Blade.
It's Helldivers.
Yeah,
I
think
voted
it's
Helldivers.
pretty safely Helldivers.
It's Helldivers.
I think
clear.
it should be Helldivers, but Wukong has a good chance. It's like Wukong in China was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So
If it's anything else, I could skip
it
Wukong.
has somewhat of a
I think
chance.
this category is literally the definition of what Helldivers is.
Correct. I agree. It is an action game, like to the utmost.
When I vote for these awards, I literally look at the description of the awards and not like what my biased opinion would be.
Yeah.
Best fighting.
So this is the thing where I'm like shocked that more people weren't talking about this and were instead talking about Elden Ring. So the nominees for best fighting game were Sparking Zero, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection.
Yeah, that's also crazy. Being on there.
Multiverses, which is insane. Multiverses,
actually,
absolutely insane.
Chill out.
Let's go.
Chill out.
Fighting games versus collection.
And Tekken 8.
In 12 years, I've never heard Shofu laugh
Tekken
like that. This category is a joke.
You know how I'm laughing at? What's that fucking Hook Gang God meme, bro?
Oh, the fucking my dog get top 32.
That's the same laugh that I had when you said
the fucking eagle laugh he does. Hold on, let me see if I can find that.
Multiverses? Why is
y'all
it on
know
here?
about Hook? I didn't know y'all knew Hook.
What the fuck?
I know everything in the
All
world.
of us are fighting game players, bro.
I should have assumed. I should have assumed you would know.
We are
like, no fucking Street Fighter? I didn't know that.
unironically, we are a group of highly intelligent, informed individuals.
Fuck out of here,
Right, but that doesn't.
Except for today.
It's only when we're all in the same room that there's problems.
That's when
Bro,
stupidity
some of us
occurs.
were live. Some of us were alive and watched the live the live grudge match between Viscant and
that shit
man.
was so good.
And watch the single greatest grudge match.
One day you're gonna want to forget about me.
Multiverse makes sense because the voting base is so casual. Let me tell you something, bro. In no capacity, casual or not, is that game anything we should be talking about? Turn it off.
As a
Delete
reminder, Multiverses won last year.
That's what I said.
What is
it
last year
beta?
and won.
Exactly.
Beta.
How do you win an open beta, go away for a year, come back, and act like you didn't win that shit? What's going on? How much money they got to be spent on this type of shit?
They farming them away.
They got some WB money.
No, they got Multiversus Community Edition, and now they got Multiversus Profit Edition.
It's crazy as fuck.
I'm more upset about the collection being
unironically, I want it to be Grand Blue, but my unironically actually as well, I want it to be Dragon Ball.
I think Dragon Ball's winning. I think
Dragon Ball is pretty good.
Dragon Ball Tekken 8.
Against Tekken 8, there's simply no way.
Roger, I don't think it should win. I think it should be Tekken or Grand Blue, but I think Dragon Ball's winning.
I also agree Dragon Ball's gonna win.
The reach of Dragon Ball is huge.
Yeah,
I think it's because Dragon Ball has the giant reach, it has recency bias, and then there's Tekken 8's like sour taste that has been put in people's mouth with the recent updates it's been putting out and stuff.
What were the recent updates? I didn't even know there was a problem.
A good chunk of the player base is not liking the game right now.
Oh,
well, it's that, and then so when they released, I can't remember her name, but the second DLC, she came with a stage, and it was included. Heihachi, when he released, they showed off this new cool stage they made, but it's not included. You have to buy it separately. People were very upset about that. That was like the big
get your money
point.
up.
There's also the case that traditional fighting games just generally they don't sell as well as the more laid back ones like Sparking Zero. Like
I will go out of my way to debunk that in a later date.
What are you debunking?
That traditional fighters do not sell as well as arena fighters.
I mean, the main thing that do is like Smash. Well, you want full traditional, it's like Mortal Kombat.
Well, Street Fighter sells really well.
It sells, but it's not selling like that. Like,
Mortal Kombat.
It's not selling like Smash Brothers, but I mean, it's like the second best selling fighting game of all time.
Anyways, right? I will provide the information at a later date.
Street Fighter 2, Roger. Street Fighter 2. The other ones are even up then.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Hold on. There was
we got innovation and accessibility was Call of Duty, Diablo, Dragon Age, Prince of Persia, and Star Wars.
For this, I think I'm the only one that did research on this because a lot of people don't care about this shit.
Yep.
Surprisingly, the game that should win this and I think is going to win this is Star Wars Outlaws.
Really? So why exactly?
I looked over everything. I think the only game that came close to Star Wars Outlaws in terms of the amount of innovation and accessibility features and the quality of them is Black Ops. Because Black Ops had some cool feature that it automatically does things for you in the game if you're not able to input them physically. So it'll vault over things for you. It'll traject what path you want to go into the map if you're not able to move the control stick or anything like that, or sprint or anything, and it you can combine them all in one. So it kind of helps you with your movement if you're not able to play. And then there's this, you know how a lot of games have the feature now where it'll put a stroke or a color over objects so that colorblind people can differentiate them better.
Oh, sure.
Black Ops has a way more improved version of that where you can select different types of colors. You can select patterns as well. And you can adjust the what's the word I'm looking for? How specific contrast of the colors is along with the type of color. It's really detailed for colorblind people. But other than that, a lot of them are just very generic features that we've all seen before. But Star Wars Outlaws had the most abundant amount of them, and were super detailed. There was there was something with cutscene audio where it's it adjusts spatial not awareness, but you know how there's like spatial audio, it'll adjust it not only in place of where your character is, but like you can like manually move it to where you would want to be, or like where you would hear it better or something like that. I don't know how to explain it, but like it's something I've never seen before. There's just a lot of stuff. Like they list everything. All of them you can find online, but Outlaws is 100% the winner.
I'm glad that game was good at something. That's good. Happy to hear that.
Correction. Street Fighter V is also on here. It got tied in this list, but I put it in the chat. This is like highest selling fighting games, but it includes Smash and some Arena Fighters that had very high sales.
Right on.
And top 5 were all Smash.
Diablo 4 had a lot of accessibility features I was surprised by.
Yeah, it actually did have a lot of them. So I think the worst one on there was like Dragon Age, I think was the worst one on there.
In terms of features?
Yeah, like it just wasn't like you know what one of their features was? It was like features, cutscenes. I was like, what?
Cutscenes?
Titles on cutscenes?
Yeah, it was like its accessibility features were cutscenes. I was like, okay, you do you, man.
I feel like they put Dragon Age here to put it on there somewhere, because my game unfortunately does not deserve to be on anything.
By the way, Shofu, you had the Cypher playing in the background.
Whoa, who said that was the Cypher, bro?
I literally just heard it on the stream.
Okay. You don't know what song that was.
Oh, maybe.
What the
maybe,
fuck?
I guess not. I don't know what that was then. Anyway, best community, we have Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers, and No Man's Sky. Any preferences here?
I think
I honestly, I actually think it's Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 is very the devs are so like they basically retooled like almost the entirety of the game after the whole like they had like a whole 90-day plan of release of steady patches. They do regular surveys in like the official Discord for player feedback.
Cool.
And most importantly, they kind of like Helldivers is a game that, unlike most games, literally cannot work unless you have an active community. Like the game is predicated on people actively playing the game and interacting with it all the time. And so they understand that and are actively like
that's why I wanted to vote for it, but I ultimately gave it to Baldur's Gate. I was very torn between the two, but Baldur's Gate's like they've added a whole like modding thing for the community, kind of like what Bethesda does for their games. They added like more difficulty, like just more options to how you can approach and play their game.
They made new evil endings, so if you're playing character, there's new endings for you.
Somebody said
that's literally what I'm doing right now. Like that's kind of why I'm playing it again.
Somebody said, "Fuck the FF14 community." That's not what this award is about.
Yes, people don't understand. It's community support, you morons.
It's like game support. Like it's like updates.
And historically, Final Fantasy 14 has pretty good.
I was gonna say, isn't 14 like notoriously good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but for this, I think because more so than any other game on here, Helldivers 2's community support, like the game needs it, and it's good. So it's like it needs, like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
bro, literally that feature where it's like, you know, where it's like, there's those missions you got to complete, and if you don't do it, like depending on if it's completed or not, it changes how the game continues. That's like a core thing about the game. Definitely.
There is a new mechanic in the game that recently come out for Helldivers where it is over the course of like a month, they were a series of missions to unlock a space station for everybody. And so the space station will give you extra like buffs if it's near a planet that you're on. But everybody who plays the game gets to vote on where the spaceship goes on the map. So like if the community votes it's going to be on this planet, then only that, you know what I mean? Like that section gets the buff.
Yeah, I should have voted for fucking Helldivers.
Like it's so, like I'm not saying that Baldur's Gate doesn't have good community support. I'm saying Helldivers 2 is a game that is predicated on it has to be good.
That's my argument for why Silent Hill 2 should win Best Audio Design.
Yes, because it has to be good.
Yeah,
yes.
Exactly.
Yes, it's a horror game. I agree. Family game, Roger.
Family game. We got Astrobot, Princess Peach Showtime, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Echoes of Wisdom, and Plucky Squire. This seems like a no-brainer for Astrobot this year.
Oh, I was gonna say Super Mario Party.
I think Super Mario Party actually has a chance to win Best Multiplayer, weirdly enough.
Cap.
I could see a world in which it could win that one, but I don't see a world in which it wins Best Party game.
I voted Mario Party here because of the literal definition of the award.
Well, this is one of the first years where Nintendo does not win this award.
That would be shocking, but it's very likely this year that that's the case.
It's really bothering me that they left an extra spot on the list.
Yeah, they just fucked up.
Oh yeah, they did on the Polygon thing. They just left the spot, but no, there's only meant to be 5. Let's see. Best Sim / strategy game. This is the Unicorn Overlord one.
Sims 2.
Yeah, I voted Unicorn Overlord as well.
This is Unicorn Overlord for sure. Best sports and racing is probably going to be NBA. What's after
Hell
that?
no. Hell no, it's not.
I'm
What
so
are you
mad.
What are you going to say it's going to be?
It's WWE 2K24.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
WWE.
okay.
It's WWE.
Oh, it's WWE. Okay,
NBA
cool.
2K has done so much to ruin 2K that it's not even a fucking NBA game anymore.
It is actually unironically probably actually going to be WWE 2K24, and I think that's going to be the first time they're ever going to win anything.
Bro, Roger, NBA 2K is like adding more support for fucking Mario Kart and Rocket League than for their fucking basketball game.
How does that even work?
They, instead of working on the things that the community is complaining about in terms of the like basketball gameplay and like mechanics and all that,
yeah,
they're like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if you could play go-kart racing in the main hub area?
What?
Wouldn't it be
They
cool
have
if you could play
go-kart racing
Rocket
in the NBA?
Yes.
Why?
Because they don't give a fuck anymore. They make so much money, they don't care.
Oh.
Been there, brother.
I hope they lose then.
VR.
Batman probably.
Batman.
I don't know. These other ones don't
Only
even
one
matter.
I've heard anything about.
Esports, Counter-Strike, Dota, League, Mobile Legends, and Valorant.
League
of Legends.
There you go, League. Okay, best esports athlete. This is going to be Faker.
Wait, no, Roger, that's not what it says.
Best esports athlete.
No, that's not what it says. I know that's what it looks like. That's not what it says. This is the Faker Award.
Oh, that's what I just said. I said Faker's going to win.
Yeah, no. This is the award that they literally are making for Faker. Like,
I gotcha. And then finally, best esports team
Worlds are T1.
Billy, Genji, Navi, T1, and Team Liquid.
T1.
That's also the Faker Award.
The Faker Award Part 2. And that's it.
Yeah, it's gonna go to T1, but like if this was a non-rigged and
rigged, T1 just has a huge fan base.
No, I know, but that award exists to give it to T1. Like we're like, let's not be like pretend. But like
we can pretend that Jeff Keighley actually cares about esports.
I mean, in a world where this was like a real vote and like the context of everything matters, like Team Liquid winning TI this year is actually massive as far as like, esports storylines go.
What? So why? Curiously, what did they do?
So TI is notorious, less so in the past 2 years because Valve kind of changed the structure, but TI was infamous for being like the highest prize pool tournament of all time for like a decade running because most of the prize pool came from the community putting money into it. I think the largest TI capped out at like 43 million total prize pool for the teams that were like distributed like across them. And Team Liquid notoriously came second place multiple times in TI, and they kept a lot of their roster the same throughout all of that. And then this year they finally won. In an
that's a very similar
only one team
story
has
to
ever
the
won
to
TI
T1,
twice.
right?
Yeah, but T1's it's not as like
2 now, right?
The Liquid struggled way more than T1. Like
I'm saying like it's like a similar like
it is similar, but T1 or Liquid is way more grand.
Yeah, no,
like, it feels more impactful.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, Team Liquid did win twice.
Yeah,
their old roster way back.
Well, that's the Game Awards.
Yeah, that's it. I don't think there's anything else to cover for that.
Well, I want to say one thing with the esports one. Because they do have it every year, but they always stick it in the front, so you just go through it real fast. But it tends to be whatever esports tournament that happened that year that had the biggest turnout or big thing happen is the thing that wins, like all those collectively. Because I know Valorant, and then the Valorant team of that year won it one year over League, and then I think Dota, I'm pretty sure, won it one time as well. So it's always like, I get it that for sure T1's winning all those, but I just want to say like that award to me doesn't really feel like oh, it's just here for T1, because like every year it's like whatever the biggest story was esports wise wins all those awards.
That's arguable, I feel like. Because
I-
last year at World, did League win that last year?
No.
Yeah, so League, like, the big thing was T1 winning finally, right? So, like, after their loss last
another
time.
thing happened in another game. That's why they didn't win, because I'm pretty sure those year each.
But what game was it? Was it Valorant?
I think it was Valorant. Yeah.
I'd argue that Valorant's not as popular as League and that making waves unless you follow esports like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean though. But it was like the storyline of what happened in Valorant was like a big thing. But that's all I'm saying. I just don't, because like otherwise League's gonna win every single time, but League doesn't win every single time. Because
they can't give it to League every single time, because then everyone will know it's rigged.
Like Evo won one year because a big thing happened at Evo. And the person that won Evo won best esports player.
I think they just give it to.
To be fair, I think League is the only esport that can rival like actual sports on the term of production and viewership.
I think if TI was still doing the battle pass, and it had its usual showstopper prize pool, and Team Liquid won this year, it would have had a chance.
Oh, they don't do the battle pass anymore?
It's different now.
How do you give money?
Gabe said, "Fuck it."
Do you remember way back, like when they first started doing it, they had the compendium where like you could do like player voting, and they had like bingo stuff. It's just like the mini game activities. There's no fucking $600 skins or any shit like that anymore.
Oh, I mean, I guess that's good.
It's like for the game health, because what Valve said about it was that it ended up that they were prioritizing a lot of content for that battle pass. Like it just kind of became this like one huge blowout content thing for the year, instead of being able to kind of like do stuff throughout the year that wasn't going to be like TI battle pass content. So like they've done like these cool updates to like the profiles where like you can place like hero models and like stickers and stuff on your profile now. It's like GeoCity shit. It's actually really cool. They've done a bunch of other just various updates to the game throughout the year, and they've attributed that to the fact that they aren't just like throwing all of their resources at making a fuck ton of content for the TI battle pass. The trade-off here is that the total prize pools for TI, when they do the battle pass, 25% of what players spend goes to the prize pool. So Valve gets 3 times as much as what goes in, and the prize pool starts at 1.6 million. The TI prize pools over the years, starting from the year they first started doing this, was 2.8 mil, 10, 18, 20, 24, 25, 34, 40, then 18 million, and then when they stopped doing the TI battle passes, dropped down to 3 million and then 2 million. So like they're not getting these huge 30 million, 40 million prize pools anymore because they stopped doing that. And so it's less of a spotlight event for the game now, I think. Because that was kind of the thing that put it in the narrative as far as like the internet went every year. It's just like, oh my God, there's this video game tournament for $40 million. And now they don't have that anymore. Now it's just a big tournament.
All right. There's your history lesson, folks. I feel like I
this
learned
is the
something.
longest episode of all time. Oh.
And I hope you guys have learned something on today's show. We went over a lot of things, talked about a bunch of stuff.
Right,
I think we're just going to bypass
let's
I was going to say, we're going to bypass the rumors. Oh, yeah, we could do that if you want to.
There's a short one, too.
No, I was bluffing.
Okay, so Tito, since Coast doesn't have the game show this week, Tito, what is your hypothetical this week?
All right, time for Japan Time presents Hear Me Out. Okay, here we go. It's a short one. Okay, where is it? Fuck, I just had it. Where is it? Because I had to move shit. Oh, here it is. Okay, so here is the scenario. What? You are walking home one day, from your job or whatever it is, or you're walking from, and you get home to your favorite meal and you sit down to watch your favorite episode of Japan Time. I don't know why you're watching this, but you are.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
It's fine.
Suddenly, a blue translucent spirit appears before you, claiming to be a genie. The genie will interact. It begins to explain to you that they will grant you one wish, whatever wish you want, no restrictions, as long as you word it with whatever intent that you want. So it will not monkey's paw you. Okay. It will grant the wish based off your intent. So your wording can be whatever, but it will kind of get the spirit of your wish. So don't have to worry. Basically you don't have to worry about monkey's pawing. The caveat, or not even the situation, not even caveat, but the situation is, he also explains to you that every other human being that is able to communicate also has a genie at this very moment. You all have 5 minutes to ask for your wish. Everybody else has a genie. What do you wish for? You have 5 minutes.
I'm ready.
Like, not 5 minutes in real time, but like, you don't not like right now, but like he gives you 5 minutes to think about it. But
War
what do
Champ
you
is
wish for?
ready? You're ready already.
I have my wish.
Okay, War Champ, what do you wish for?
I wish for Ricky's socks to be wet for the rest of his life.
Oh, I knew this was.
You are so petty.
I did absolutely zero. I greeted you when you got in here. That was the first thing I did. War Champ. The animosity between us should have already died down. What? Huh?
Check the tapes.
The tapes. He did say that. To be fair, he said hello to you.
I said, yeah. I said, War Champ, you bitch.
Oh, wait. Also,
why the fuck are you? You mother.
I did remember the prompt because I couldn't actually find it, but the actual prompt says you were sitting down watching the latest episode of Aruma-kun, Welcome to Demon School, which is important.
Okay.
You should.
Which I will be watching at some point. Yeah.
Thank
correct.
you. Okay. Anyway, but yes, you have 5 minutes to wish for whatever it is that you would like, but keeping in mind that every other person who is able to communicate, so this includes children,
can also wish.
Has one wish.
I think this is pretty easy.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Do I get to so in this? Am I like wishing before everyone?
No. They are telling you that everybody basically think about that. Everyone gets a genie right now.
Yeah.
And you're all being explained simultaneously.
Okay. I wish that wishes don't exist.
I would wish to nullify all
That is a hater. That is a hater move.
No, it's not. Because the point is, Tito is saying that literally every person in the world. So people could wish for some crazy things, just ends the world. So yeah, I would wish to prevent.
So what? So this is actually how I get around that. I would wish that anyone's wish that would harm me does not come true. So that only beneficial wishes of other people would help me.
I wish to negate Roger's wish.
Your whole family, your loved ones, your friend.
Okay. I wish.
But my family, loved ones, and friends would not do anything that wouldn't be to my benefit.
I have the best
So I don't
Yeah, no, but I'm
Zen
saying
is
someone could
they
just be
could
like,
targeted. They could just not target.
I
you,
wish to
so they
open
target
up
people
a
around
portal
you.
underneath.
No, because that would still negatively affect me. So no, they can't be targeted. Because
I
if anything
reverse
bad
those
happened to my
wishes.
parents, or if anything bad
You said
happened to
hurt
you
you.
guys, my
Hey,
friends
listen,
or family,
listen
that
here.
would be against it.
I have the best wish depending on one stipulation. So I need a clarification.
Sure.
As the only thing that other people have wishes.
So the situation is they are presenting you with a wish. They will grant your wish in the spirit of your wish. So you don't have to worry about being monkey's pawed. They're just informing you that as they're explaining to you, every other person who is currently capable of communicating
That's the only
in
thing.
the world.
It's just
that is the only rule.
Okay, then I'm wishing for a million wishes.
Sure.
What? But other people would do that though.
Okay.
Listen, it doesn't matter.
Is there
The order of events that just happened here is Ricky got wet socks, and then Zeph destroyed everybody else's wishes. So all that is going to happen from this scenario is Ricky has wet socks for the rest of his life.
That's not how it works. I'm assuming.
We're talking about the priority.
Everything in the world would happen.
Who gets priority? Is it Zeph's wish to stop all wishes? So
no, it's order.
War Champ's stupid wish doesn't happen.
It's being explained at the exact same time. My wish went off. Zeph's
It is not ordered. They are
Okay,
not
but
ordered.
also the way that my wish is worded, I said I wish they don't exist. So if you wish something before that, it's gone now.
No, mine already happened.
Yeah, but I said I wish wishes don't exist. So every time there was a wish in history, no, there was never a wish.
even wishes unrelated to this wish. If someone wished something in the past for it to happen, it would not exist anymore.
The spirit of the wish thing is a little too powerful, Tito.
But that's why I would say.
Okay, so allow me to.
Only the wishes that would be beneficial to me would be the ones that would be granted.
So let me clarify, and by
I wish this
clarify,
podcast would wrap up.
Yeah, I was about to say. So the reason why I use this particular prompt is because this is actually the premise of what I read this week, which is a short comic book series called 8 Billion Wishes. And the first page is a bartender getting his wish, and his wish is that no wishes affect his bar or anything in it.
Oh, well, there you go then. Okay, so it's like, yeah.
And so the story takes place.
Original.
And so
I never even heard of this before. I clearly made the right choice, though. I made the canon.
So I was trying to see how many of y'all got that. So
wow,
it's there. It's available for you guys. If you guys it's actually really good. It's a short read. It's only 8 issues. It's called 8 Billion Genies.
Guess I win again then. That's great.
I mean, it's the obvious answer. If you're presented this scenario of just like, yeah, everyone in the world is getting a wish right now. Like, what do you do? That doesn't
protect myself.
Yeah,
right, exactly. That's what I would do.
Get me the fuck out. Like,
first thing, you got to protect your day.
There's like pages of people like a dad being like, I wish that none of my children's wishes come true unless they are approved by me.
That's good. That's good.
Is everybody being kind of like fake? Why is nobody doing the obvious thing like wishing for a bigger penis?
I'm wishing up for oiled up Sydney Sweeney.
Because like in my mind,
Ricky,
right,
you got something you want to tell us? Are you unhappy?
The main stipulation here is that everyone in the world gets wishes.
Why would you waste your wish on that?
That if everyone is making wishes, someone's going to do something that's going to kill a lot of people. So I would rather just wish to make the situation
That's
end.
not as important.
But who cares? If it's not me and people that I love, then protect yourself. Okay. Protect your own peace.
I am protecting
if everyone
myself.
else wants to,
by doing that, I'm most certainly protecting myself.
But I'm saying if you are just protecting yourself, who cares what everyone? If everyone else wishes that everybody else dies, great. Then there's more for me. Great,
Ricky.
That's fine.
Okay, but what if someone's wish was to blow the planet up? You're just gonna exist in space?
Well, no, it wouldn't affect me. It wouldn't. That's the
No,
whole
yeah.
If it was to blow the planet up, that would.
I mean, the
that
planet will
wouldn't
blow
be
up
beneficial
and
towards me,
you
so it wouldn't
will
happen.
die eventually.
No,
Roger's gonna exist in like an alternate timeline that where like the rest of his existence and everything he interacts with is just like untouched by wishes. Like,
I'd be chilling, man. I'd be chilling.
Wish. Ricky,
that's how it works.
Your question is why no one is using their wish to request like their deepest held desires.
I just said
no. Well, no, just it's a basic.
I just think it would be really funny if everyone lost their genie immediately.
Zeph, you know what? I agree with you. It is funny. It is very funny.
Yeah.
If everyone just lost it,
like the genie pops up and says, "Yo, I give you 3 wit," and he's gone.
And it's gone.
So this isn't even a spoiler because I doubt anybody's gonna read this comic book.
Yeah.
But the way the witches work in the comic is that or not even the way the witches work, where it's like they get like a condition, like basically analysis by paralysis, by basically they wait too long to wish, so they're always trying to come up with the perfect wish, so they actually can never really wish. Because they're too indecisive. Because like the stress of fucking up your one wish is like overwhelming for people, so they just walk around with genies.
I wish Shofu would drop that cipher.
I wish he would drop the cipher too. When is that? When is that happening?
November. We have an exact date now. Shofu, you want to tell the people? I know you already made the announcement, but you could announce it here again.
Why am I being insulted like this?
But you are insulted. What do you mean? We're saying we're proud of you. You have a cipher date.
That's not.
I wanted to say something about that.
No, are you serious or no?
Yeah, no, I'm being serious. He literally announced the date.
So there's something really important about this. So when I went to the hospital 2 days ago, they had to like restart my heart, right?
What?
Holy shit! Wait, what? Really?
So that means I died and came back to life before the cipher came out.
Holy shit!
Damn!
Oh my god!
Damn!
Oh man!
Damn!
When the cipher drops,
hold
it's gonna happen again.
Bro, fuck all that. Are you good, bro?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh my god!
Are you?
It was because the heartbeat wasn't regulating, so they're like bet, and then they
had to just like restart it.
Computered me.
You had like an
crazy
or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's scary stuff. Well, we're happy you're still here.
We're happy you're around to be on Japan time and listen to that Cypher when it drops in November. That's going to be great. And you know what? We're happy all of you are here.
5 days left, bro.
Wasn't it coming out? It's the 29th, isn't it?
Yes,
Soon,
sir.
yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Wait, that's this week. What the fuck?
I know.
What
That's
the
why I was
fuck?
throwing it to him because it's going to be out by the time we do the next show. Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, I'm reacting to it. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. That's crazy.
When's the Japan time early viewing?
Right now. We can watch it right now. In fact, all you watching the stream right now, we're going to be seeing a sneak peek of the Cypher. In fact, you heard.
You know what? You're right. I got you guys.
But now we're gonna play.
Let's go.
Ready? Let's go. Here we go.
Hold on. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh no.
Hold on to your pants, folks. Here it comes.
Oh, no.
Yo, is it true?
verse, the long-awaited CTC verse. Here it comes.
Is it true you got Ice Spice?
Yeah, all that. Let me pull it up right now. Hold on.
Body stiff like I'm introducing Medusa to you.
I mean, I heard a lot of it on Tokens YouTube, but you know, maybe there's some things I haven't already heard.
I can hear it actually.
Ricky.
To be fair, you can still hear it on Tokens
Like,
YouTube.
leave my mans alone, bro.
I don't think it's been removed. I think you can still find it.
That's crazy.
Oh shit.
Hope you guys are excited to hear this preview though, because it's happening right now.
Oh yeah.
Don't go anywhere.
Hold on, let me pull it up.
Don't go anywhere.
Hold on.
Mid pulling up, he forgot. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Hold on.
He's trying to pull up Tokens vlog.
You're actually gonna play something. Can I ask
All right, I'm playing it. I'm playing
in the
it.
Discord.
All right, everybody, shut up. Everybody, shut up.
We're gonna get like 2 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah. This song's fire.
Woo!
Look at me and tell me the truth. What do you do?
This is Ricky's favorite verse. He told me.
Gosh,
It is such a good verse though.
gosh, it's so good. This is your best work yet.
I feel like I'm gonna get arrested.
I have a really big
Hold on.
Don't get
Hold on, I'm not even in the stream.
I know that I'm hot, but textbook perfection really takes
Holy shit, Pokemon Cypher 2024, but that shit crazy as hell, boy.
My bitch is gay.
Oh shit.
How can I be homophobic?
He wasn't ready.
Well, I understand why it took so long now. That was worth it.
I don't think you do, my brother.
Well, we got this moment. Yeah, is there any part of that you'd like to like explain to people? You know.
Nah, bro.
Any part of that video we just watched?
I think it was
Why
pretty
would-
self-explanatory.
What is
not,
it?
not the
Explain.
fucking video, dude. Like what?
Look, man, just too many things went wrong, bro. At the same time, man. That's all. I will not elaborate.
All right.
But
No elaboration.
Save that.
Ice
We'll
Spice
save
is
that for the
not on it.
documentary, bro.
I can elaborate.
Are you gonna?
Yeah, I will. I will. So here's the truth. Here's the honest truth. I submitted a verse for this year's Cypher. I submitted a verse. And to be quite frank, it was not my best work. But the problem was my verse was inextricably bound with the cipher that they created. It was basically in between every other verse. And when they realized, look, this is not it, right? They had to completely redo the cipher because of how bad my verse was. And I said, Shofu, I am so sorry that I ruined this thing that's so important to you. You took all these people's money and I ruined it. And how do I fix it? And Shofu said, here's what you're going to do. For me, for free, you're going to host the Cypher update video and you're going to announce that this Cypher is going to be coming out in October. And you're going to announce it publicly using your face. And then I'm not going to release the Cypher in October. I said, bet. So I recorded that, did the Cypher update, knowing full well that video wasn't going to come out in October, that it was going to come out in November anyway. And I lied to all the people. And I
Isaac always got to make it about himself.
That's what I did.
That's a
I
lot.
know.
So Roger, your verse was in heat, so you took the heat.
I did. I did.
Hey, what
Yeah.
actually
And that's-
happened-
Ooh, that was a bar.
Yeah.
That's kind of good.
What actually happened is we
Okay.
entered like, obviously since CTC fucking recorded his shit so late, what's it called? We just entered the feedback phase way too late. Like the shit I was seeing and the shit I needed to be fixed that period would have already passed had we had his verse earlier. You feel me? So
correct.
Hey, next time someone's late. No. Next time someone's late,
He did say, he did say whose fault it was. You did.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, everyone knew.
Everyone
all I'm
knows,
saying
bro.
is, all you got to do is don't let them unionize and say, "Yo, we got AI."
There won't be any.
Hey, you have no idea how close we were.
I'm joking. That's insane. That's fucking insane.
No,
it's insane, all right.
No, and here's the thing: we all know whose fault it is.
The
That's
Lex
so late.
Shuffle was willing to go, bro. The Lex Shuffle was willing to go.
Ricky, we all know whose fault it
Bro,
was,
niggas
and yet those idiots in the
I've been through over this. They mad at me like it's my fucking fault.
Bro, what are they gonna do, Shuffle? What are they?
I
They're gonna
admit
get
that
in
I was
the
not as
comments.
transparent as I could have been, but I could not have predicted these things to happen.
They're gonna get in the comments and be like, "Yo,
The worst thing you did was you spent some of the money to buy that Rolly. But outside of that, you were generally completely innocent. It's the Patek and the Rolly and like a couple of them trips to the Maldives. You spent a little bit of that money. That was misallocated, but everything else was above board.
I just want to know if Akon's on it, bro.
Akon.
I mean, I will say, I took my cut to go see The Great Gatsby on Broadway. I did go do that, actually. That's not even a joke. I actually did do that.
Oh, I saw The Outsiders.
I didn't see The Outsiders yet, but I heard it's very good.
It is very good.
Yeah. But I only had enough for one Broadway ticket, and so I figured I'll use my
Bro, ain't nobody buy no fucking Rolly, bro. Shut up down here.
I was joking.
No, you're not, Ricky. Speak your truth, bro. Speak your truth. That boy got the Rolly, Oli with a devil.
Ricky, what was the name of the dude again that we went to high school with? What's his name again?
Oh
Did you
no,
DM
we're
it to
not.
me?
No, we're not. We're not actually outing a murderer. Just end the show before this. Just end the show. We can
I'm
do
gonna
that.
pull up
It's
the
almost.
name real quick. I'll pull up the names. Give me
Oh
one
my
second.
gosh,
Then you guys
He
can actually
is
work for the story.
Make Shofu whole.
ChatGPT
Buy the
is
things that will make him financially stable again. That's the way the episode should end.
He's financially stable now.
And the Cypher
he
coming
a
out on
broke
Friday. Cypher
You
coming
know
out
what I
on
know.
Friday, and I got a battle on Saturday. So you know what I'm saying?
Fantastic.
Like,
Fantastic.
Ooh.
I hope you win.
All I'm gonna say is that video comes up Friday. I'm watching it with that block.
Wow.
crazy.
All right.
But what?
Crazy.
You watched every video with that vlog?
Why? That was wild.
That's crazy.
That was.
Don't even worry. He doesn't live far.
Oh shit!
I got a car.
Himself.
I'll grab you, Zeph.
What do you gain?
Tracy's coming for you, man. Tracy's coming for
What
you.
do you gain?
Don't do that, bro. You're so stupid.
It's not what I gain, bro. It's what I stand to lose.
Oh man. Oh,
Are we done now?
Is this show over?
Yeah.
It's done. We're done.
Yeah.
We're done.
We done?
We're out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done.
In the show. Yeah. And they can find
I'll
us.
say Ricky's real name right now, though. Ricky's real name.
No, well, hold on. Shuffle for real. End this because he's like tweaking. He's ready to do it. He's crashing out over the Pokemon TCG.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Do this.
I'm ready.
He'll do
Actually, let's do. I'll do my poll right now. Let's see.
Actually,
I'll
no,
do my
Roger,
poll
put it in
to
chat.
CG
Put it in
Master.
chat.
Let's
We'll all
see.
say it together.
Let's see. All right, here we go.
No.
It'll be so
Ricky's
funny if you
real
do your
name
poll.
is none other.
Find Ricky Rodriguez Elefante Cocaína Cocaine the third. You got it. That's the name.
I hope you do your poll and you end up getting a god pack, so your entire argument is invalid.
I never mind.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's actually gonna satiate him.
Never mind. I'm not gonna say nothing. Never mind. I caught myself.
The pullback on that was because Roger normally just goes. He's like,
No, I couldn't.
Not this time.
The thing came out of my mouth, and I realized, I'm talking to a friend of mine. I can't say that.
What came out?
Because I was gonna say something, and then I was like, no. But you're a friend. I would never want to wish this upon you. You know. You know what I would say though? This is the situation in which I think Thanos would have been correct. I think if you're somebody, because obviously he didn't have a guideline for the people he snapped, right? I think if you're somebody who goes to a musical, right? You go to a movie.
Oh, here we go.
You go to a movie musical, okay?
and you sing and it's not specifically designated as a sing-along movie musical, you deserve to be snapped. I wish nothing but the worst for you for the rest of your life. I hope everything bad happens to your friends and family, and you're the worst person on planet Earth. And those are the people, yes. And it's become a problem for Wicked, where people have literally gone and sang during the screenings. I
That's
truly,
insane.
truly, truly wish nothing but the worst for you. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. And the things I want to say, I can't say, but I truly think you are some of the worst people on earth.
Eater Kid problems are still
That sounds
fucking
like
them.
a very kind of like. That sounds
It's
like
a
a
very
very
specific problem.
specific. It sounds
It
like a
is.
very American, like specific American city problem.
Yeah, they clap
It
during
is,
movies.
for sure. For sure. Oh, it's terrible. Yeah.
Like I could never imagine
These
that
are
happening.
white
here.
people, right?
Of course.
Probably. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably. Yeah,
Oh.
I can't imagine.
Oh, I guess I can. Oh, I should have brought it up on the podcast. I guess. Fuck.
Yeah.
By the next. Oh, okay. I guess we're not ending. Okay, by the next episode,
Yes.
I want to have the Japan Time Awards voting form
Great.
up. So if you have any
Ooh,
ideas of
let's
like what
go.
awards you would want to see in addition to what I have, then send
Right.
them in the comments and on my Twitter, whatever.
Worst breath.
Oh, and send your also. Well, yeah, that reminded me. Send your Pokemon cards in as well. Your Japan Time TCG ideas.
Yeah, it's not okay. So hopefully by next show we're ready to go with that. We're still finishing up some parts of that and finalizing like how we want to do it. But yeah, the TCG thing is coming along. It should be pretty cool. We have planned, and hope you guys give me more time to plan
Shout
stuff
out
out.
War Champ.
Yeah,
We
thanks.
have another announcement. We have another announcement as well. I'm thinking about it. The Japan Time Podcast YouTube channel also now has a direct link to our store. So if you're listening to the show on YouTube and you look directly under the video, you'll notice a shelf with all of our merchandise available on spiffspace.com/JapanTime. All of it's available, and it auto updates if something is sold out, so you can get stuff directly on the YouTube channel now, which is really cool.
Thanks, Andrew. Helping set that up.
You're very welcome. Shout out to Google helping us out. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, great.
No busy Bob Krusky.
Are we done?
Who's doing this? who's doing this?
Yo, fam.
Okay, so I'll update with the clocks. I've seen this asked a bit. Right now, there's not a plan to restock the clocks. That just has to be we have some other stuff going on. Like when they restocked, I can just tell you, 200 bags because bags were moving. So we're just planning to go through bags, hoodies, and shirts, and then from there we'll see. So there's no guarantee on the clocks right now.
Yes, sir. They'll be back at some point, I'm sure. People want them. They sell.
Are we ending this damn podcast? It's been
we're
3
done.
hours.
We're done. That's a long ass show. All right. Good night, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. And we'll talk to you next week.
This shit look nasty as
Happy Thanksgiving. That's right. Happy Thanksgiving as well. Have a good Thanksgiving. Also, Shofu, what's the thing you tweet every year? Go ahead, Shofu. I'll let you close it out. What's the thing you tweet out every year?
Turkey ain't even that good, man. It's not. It ain't.